good afternoon and welcome to Corpus Christi, Texas. We are at Buccaneer Stadium, KWES, bringing you Wildcat football. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by none other than the coach, Coach Rock, bringing you all the action from this season opener between the Weslaco East Wildcats and the Manor Mustangs out of the Austin area. Coach, a lot of people have been waiting for this day, had their calendars marked, and we are finally here, opening day of high school football.
Absolutely. Wildcat football starts right now, all right? Just the preparation that these kids have gone through this whole summer actually started at the end of last year, right going into off-season and stuff. It all starts right now. And these are building blocks. This game right now, this morning I had an opportunity to talk to Coach, and hey, when to come over here, he wants to get his team better snap by snap. And I think you're going to see a great Wildcat football team tonight, and this is going to be a heck of a football game because they're playing a pretty good opponent. They're picked third in their district up there in the Austin area with teams like Cedar Park and this kind of thing. But you know what? The kids we have here at Weslaco East, they got great pride. They work extremely hard, and these coaches get their kids ready to play. So it's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be a great season of Wildcat football. And I guarantee you when the dust settles, you're going to see a team that's going to be going to the next level and this kind of stuff. So we're excited about it. I'm excited about being here, excited about being with you today, this year, Joey. And I think we're going to have a great season.
Well, Coach, you talk about the team, Manor Mustangs, and how they got a tough district. Well, this is a team that went to the playoffs last year, went 2 rounds deep. They won the first round, lost in the second round. And, of course, last year, these two teams met also in the first week of football season. Last year, of course, the East Wildcats coming a little bit short, 26-21, but gave the Manor Mustangs a run for their money, and we expect nothing different today. Both teams are out on the field right now for the coin toss. Captains for your Weslaco East Wildcats, Steely Munoz, number 70. Along with him is number 33, Mario Trevino, number 5, Jordan Velasquez, and number 4, Ramsey Vasquez.
Guarantee, I don't know if you've seen the Wildcats play last year and stuff. The heart and soul, obviously, this football team is number 4. All right, Ramsey Vasquez, what a competitor, and you're going to see that right now. He lays it on the line. I know in the scrimmage and that kind of stuff, he got after. I heard he got a little ding and stuff, but hey, here he is. He's right back. Just a really tough kid and just a great leader of this football team. So I'm excited to see Ramsey and this offensive line and the defense. I know the defense is young, that kind of stuff, but they're going to get better as this year goes on, that kind of stuff. So you're going to see some great stuff out of them.
Yeah, Weslaco East will be kicking, and they will be traveling from right to left on your screen. We are live on YouTube today, so make sure you share the link. Let people know that Wildcat football is live this Saturday afternoon from Corpus Christi on YouTube. Today, of course, this is two teams that met last year in the same opening season. As we mentioned just a little while ago, Weslaco East did come up a little short, but again, a very tough game, and a lot of people coming back from last year's squad, a lot of people that saw action. And, of course, one of the guys that we're going to have our eyes on today is Mario Trevino. He missed a bulk of the season last year, but he's back and ready to produce positively for this Wildcat football team.
Yeah, that's a big plus getting Mario back. His dad, I coached him in Del Rio. He's one that can come off the football, and I've seen Mario play too, so that's a big plus getting that young man back because he does come off the ball.
Well, we are set to kick, and that is Gilbert Garza with the kick. It's coming down here to the right side, bottom of your screen, and with the return is Benford. Benford breaks a couple of tackles, spins still on his feet to about the 37-yard line when he's finally brought down by the Wildcats, and the Manor Mustangs will begin the first drive of this afternoon's ball game from their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, that was a big stop there by number 5, Jordan Velasquez, there on the, coming down on kickoff team and made the stop. The kid made a good spin move there and got some yardage up there, but here we go. Let's go, Wildcat defense. Here we go.
Well, the Manor Mustangs will begin on offense, and here they come on to the field. Matthew Hill is their quarterback. The guy that the Wildcats need to watch out for is Taj Brooks. He is a very shifty, a very speedy, and a very bruising running back, and he takes the first handoff, running wide left, and a great job by the defense of Weslaco East to just string it out.
Tremendous job out there. especially the corner coming out there. The defensive end did a great job of getting down the line and stringing it out. Big number 90 right there. Tremendous job by Leo Guerra.
Leo Guerra on one end, on the other end is going to be Brandon Galvan. There's going to be a lot expected out of those two here today, as the Manor Mustangs, with their speed and athleticism, are going to try to widen this field. This time the fake handoff to Benson, and it's a quick toss over to Brooks off the right end, and he is going to be able to get all the way to midfield before he's knocked out of bounds. However, we do have some laundry on the field.
Yeah, there's a flag down right there, but they did get just a little outlet pass to Brooks right there, and got some yardage, fine catch. But it looks like a offensive lineman downfield. We have an eligible player downfield, so it's going to be marched back on the Manor Mustangs right now. So that's now it's going to pick up a little longer.
Well, a lot of times that happens because the play just takes too long to develop. That play action to Benson really took a little bit too much time. And, of course, as the play took longer, well, the linemen don't know where the ball is, and they just keep moving.
Exactly, and the ball's thrown in, on the other side of the line of scrimmage, so absolutely they're downfield.
So this time Brooks is the lone setback in the backfield. They got two receivers to the right, two receivers to the left. Hill looking over to the sideline, finally got the signal, and the snap is away. It's a handoff to Brooks. He's got a big hole up the middle. He's across the 45 and gets across midfield into Wildcat territory, finally brought down at the 49-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 48, and that's going to move this chains for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they just ran an inside zone play right there. Had a big hole to the right side, so Brooks was able to hit it and, picked up the yardage they needed there.
So the Mustangs first and 10, a ball at the 48-yard line of the Mustangs. 10:23 to go here in the opening period. It's a handoff to Brooks. Brooks coming right behind the center across the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 5.
Yeah, good job right there by the nose guard, Isaias Martinez. He, stuffed it pretty good right there. The linebackers came up and filled the holes right there with, really good job by Hector Muñiz and the rest of these guys. But they just number 5 right down there. Again, Jordan Velasquez right there on top of the play. So good job by their linebacker core, but really good job by number 72, their nose guard. They're running the 3-4 defense right now and doing a good job.
2nd and 5, ball at the 43-yard line. Brooks and Benson in the backfield. The handoff is to Benson, trying to scatter his way through the line of the Wildcats, gets across the 40 to the 39-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 4 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2.
Good stop there by Randy Cardoza, which actually there's been their starting fullback, but he's playing linebacker right now. So he came in and filled the hole real good. Anytime you have a back that stutter steps, advantage defense.
Trips out to the left. Brooks, the only running back in the backfield. Down at the bottom of your screen is going to be Carl Chester. Handoff is to Brooks. Brooks is met at the line of scrimmage. He's able to carry a few Wildcats down to the 35-yard line, but that's going to move the chains for the Mustangs.
Stop there by Erwin Marine on the stop right there. Good job again by the linebackers. But this is a big old kid, old Brooks. He runs hard. He's a load. You can tell, like, he's a good, about 220-pound kid, and he has good speed, and he has good vision. So, defense, kid like that, man, you got to come in, and stop the legs as fast as you can.
Well, Brooks is going to be given a breather, and Wabuko will come in to replace him. Both sides have 2 receivers. Wabuko takes the handoff, and he's met at the line of scrimmage by Morin and brought down after a 2-yard pickup.
Great job, Morin, right there. Just great penetration, stopping the back before they can get going. Good job right there by Mr. Morin.
Benford back onto the field. He'll be in the backfield from what we're looking at right now. And then Wabuka will move out to the inside receiver on the bottom of your screen. KWES wants to thank Knapp Medical Center as they are the season sponsor for the 2019 Wildcats. Benson, the lone setback, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Quick pass down to the right to the bottom of your screen. It is caught by Chester. Chester is hit hard as soon as he catches it on the 24-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress.
Yeah, they end up getting a 1st down right there. Just a real, 3-step quick drop, inside route. Number 13 caught the ball, got up the field, and got it 1st down for the Manor Mustangs.
So the Mustangs moving the ball down the field. They've had the ball for almost 5 minutes on this opening drive that began around the 35-yard line. They are inside Wildcat territory at the 24, where it's 1st and 10. 7:15 to go here in the opening period. Still no score. Handoff. Quick handoff made to Benson. Benson bounces it outside, and he keeps his feet. And it's finally knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it's right at the 10-yard line. We'll see where they spot it, because it could be 1st and 10 from the 10, or it could be 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, that was a really good vision by Benford. You know, did a good job of cutting it back outside. You know, they're running the ball hard and that kind of stuff. You can see it. You know, our Wildcats they're tackling well. You know, that's not happening, but you know, they're just offensively they're executing.
Brooks back on the field along with Benson. The handoff is to Benson. Brooks with the lead block opens it up for Benson, and Benson walks in to the end zone for the first score of the ball game. So that's Benson with a 10-yard touchdown run for the Mustangs.
Just a hand sweep to the right, that type of thing, and you know, their offensive line did a good job of sealing off our defense, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown for the Manor Mustangs.
Yeah, Brooks with a great block that opened up the lane for Benson to be able to scoot outside. Point after is on its way. Nathaniel Jackson is the holder. It is high. He takes it. He's going to break, and he's going to look to the end zone. A pass to Brooks, and the two-point conversion is good. So with 6:57 to go here in the opening period, it is now the Manor Mustangs 8, the Wildcats 0.
Yeah, you know, Maynard, you know, methodically just worked it down the field, you know, anywhere from actually great running by both their running backs, and then some timely passing by the quarterbacks and the receivers catching the football. So, you know, we're going to have to shore up a few things right here. And, hey, now it's our turn to go, you know, answer the call right now offensively. We obviously get our return, that kind of thing going on right now. And then the Wildcats get the football, drive it down, and let's tie this game up. Let's go. Come on, Wildcats.
6:57 to go here in the opening period. We want to welcome all of our YouTube viewers and want to remind you to please share the link. Let everybody know that the Wildcats are live on KWES from Corpus Christi. Manor Mustangs took the opening drive from their own 35, marched down the field, scored on a 10-yard TD run by Benson. Point after was the snap was high, and Jackson took it, turned around, threw the ball into the end zone to Brooks for a two-point conversion, and so Manor leads 8-0. Wildcats going to get the ball for the very first time here in the ball game. Kickoff is deep, headed to Animas. He'll take it at his own 2-yard line, bobbles it, picks it up, and he's met at the 11.
Yeah, he had control of the football, but it just kind of bounced out of his hands. But at least he picked it up, secured it. But you know, when you have to slow down to pick up a bobbled ball, you know, here comes the defense. You know, every second in this game counts. Guarantee you. Anytime you stop, everybody converges on you. So excellent. You know, you talk about. You know, I want to say something really special about KWES. You know, every year this station does such a great job of, you know, delivering football, you know, to South Texas and to Weslaco. So, you know, I'm so proud to be a part of KWES and being a part of this station and being a part of these games. So, thank you, KWES.
Well, we've got a timeout called on the field. Looks like Weslaco East is calling a timeout. Not sure if Burgett wasn't happy with the personnel on the field or what exactly happened, but a whistle was blown, but I didn't see the referee point to either side of the field to let us know who took that timeout. So we'll go ahead and stay here with you as we bring you this game live from Corpus Christi. The Manor Mustangs, in case you are just joining us, took the opening drive down the field. Drive that started at their own 35-yard line. Scored, two-point conversion was good. They did line up to kick the extra point. However, it was a high snap. They turned around and converted a two-point conversion. Edward Villalobos lined up at quarterback. He's going to be under center. Ramsey Vasquez in the backfield. On the left side is going to be Randy Cardosa. And it's going to be a toss to the left. Ramsey looks like it's going to be a pass. He throws it, and there is going to be a flag, as it looked like a great move from Hector Muñiz, and the cornerback just didn't know what to do. Todman just decided,
I'm going to grab him.
Exactly.
Instead of a touchdown, I'm going to take the penalty. Basically what you saw right there. But they had that just lined up really well. You know, that's the thing. If you ever play Coach Burgett in a football game, I'm telling you, he's going to pull out everything he can to win. I just tell you, that shows you first play of the season, there you are, a Boudreaux. Tremendous. There you go. Great call, Coach.
So they're going to mark this off. It's a holding penalty is what they're going to call, so that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. It'll march it off to the 22-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 all again for the Wildcats.
It gets him out of a hole, though.
It does.
That's a good thing. You're not on the 11 now.
Edward Villalobos in the shotgun. Quick pass out here to Ramsey Vasquez, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage by James McDonald.
Yeah, number 10 did a good job of seeing that. You know, they just do a little outlet pass to Ramsey right there. But number 10, he wasn't fooled. He come up hard and made a big play on it.
It's going to be a loss of 3 on that play, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 13 from the 19-yard line of the Wildcats. Ramsey and Cardosa come off the field. Got Carrasco and Russell Garza in the backfield, lined up in the I formation under center. Handoff is to Garza, but there's a quick whistle and flags.
Right.
That's usually motion.
Yeah, it looked like we were just running yeah, we had yeah, anytime a left tackle gets called out, it's probably for something like this, but just sit in there, listen to that snap count, and come get off the ball. You know, being an offensive lineman, I mean, that's the biggest thing is you want to get off, get into your blocks, and that comes. And sometimes you get off just a little bit early. So obviously that's what happened on this last play. But it looked like they're just, you know, running their inside blast play right there, and you know, looked like we can get some yardage stuff, but the whistle blew.
So that's going to move them 5 yards back. We'll repeat 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down and 18. Ball is on the 14-yard line. Got it to the quarterback. I'm sorry, Ramsey Vasquez, the quarterback. He's going to jet sweep. He's going to keep the ball. It's going to be a Wildcat play for the Wildcats, and he's going to get to about the 19-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. But
yeah,
that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 12 or 13 yards.
Yeah, just a little quarterback, you know, scamper keep back to the right side, but he did a good job avoiding a tackle from their safety. Well, that safety came up really fast. I can't see his number on the back of his shirt there. But, you know, he did a good job. That was their free safety that came up and you know, almost stopped Ramsey right there. A lot of athleticism, a lot of speed on the team for Maynard.
Ramsey in at quarterback. He'll be under center. Russell Garza all alone in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Ramsey looking to throw the ball. Looking for Mario Trevino, but he decides to just get rid of it, get it out of bounds, and live to see another day. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 14 from their own 18-yard line.
Yeah, there's a little confusion on that right there. When Ramsey he came out, I think he was expecting a bootleg, that kind of stuff, but I think somebody must have went the wrong way, because when he came back around, he's like, uh-oh, nobody, you know, he was going to obviously put it in the belly right there and do a little play action, but just a little confusion on that football play for him.
Number 6, Darian Butler.
Javi Garza on the punt for the Wildcats. Darian Butler back deep to return this one for the Mustangs. It's going to be a fake punt. Javi Garza has some room, has some blockers, and he's going to reach for the 1st down. We'll see where they spot it. It is very close to the yards needed, and we'll see where the spot is.
That depends on the spot.
The yard to get was to the 32. He got to about the 32.
Yeah,
and they're going to
first
say
down.
that is a 1st down. So Javi Garza doing a great job looking for the open field and then waiting for a couple of blocks to open up a small, narrow opening to get him to the 32-yard line.
Absolutely. And, you know, like you say, you play to win. You understand? You do things that you have to do to get your team where you have some success. That lasted. Now the offense is still out there, and still have a chance to put some points on the board.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ramsey under center hands the ball off to Russell Garza. Russell Garza is fighting his way for some positive yards, and he's going to pick up 2, maybe 2.5.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of, opening there. The holes weren't quite large enough to get through there, but, the line's coming off, that type of thing. But, the defense did a good job of stopping the Wildcats there, especially up front with their defensive linemen, man. They got some, actually, a couple of really special players with Prince Umalin. All right, he's a heck of a football player, so it's going sometimes it may be a little bit tough inside there, but hey, we'll wear them out.
Once again, here's that stack offense that the Wildcats like to run. Ramsey
there it is.
Fakes the handoff, breaks a tackle, makes a spin move at the 40, gets out to the 45. Ball is loose, but I think he was on the ground. No, they're going to say it's a fumble.
Heck of a football play right there. Just a little, a lot of cross action, that kind of stuff, and Ramsey ends up getting the ball. Got a big hole to the left side. He gets through, does a good job, but obviously I guess he got hit there at the end and lost the football.
So that fumble gives Manor the ball back at the Mustang 46-yard line.
Yeah, it's usually it's hard to drive a whole field, but when you give them a short field, it's usually, not very hard for offenses to move the football.
Matthew Hill, the quarterback. Brooks, the lone setback. He takes a handoff, breaks a tackle, makes a spin inside the 40 to the 37-yard line, and that's going to be a 9-yard pickup for Brooks.
Yeah, they're doing a good job with their inside zone and their read plays, what they're doing. Their line's coming off the football pretty good. So, we got to step up defensively, make a big stop here, get the ball, get a turnover to be big for us right now.
2nd and 1, ball at the 37-yard line. Hill hands it off to Brooks. Brooks, a little stutter move. He is hit hard by Jordan Velasquez, and Jordan brings him down after about a 6-yard pickup, but that's going to be another Manor Mustang first down.
Yeah, you see the big thing right now we're trying to tackle this kid high, and it's tough. You got to stop this guy's legs if you're going to stop this guy. He is a big, load, fast, strong running back. All right, and obviously, and we have to put more hats on the ball right now to get this guy stopped.
First down at the 31-yard line. 2:34 to go here in the opening period. Manor Mustangs lead 8-0, and that's going to be a end around, and he is brought down quickly. That is Butler being brought down after only picking up about 3 yards.
Yeah, great job right there by Hector Muniz. On the fly sweep play right there. Good job of getting it. Awesome job.
They're going to say he picked up 4 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. But he ran about 45 yards to pick up 4 yards. Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening period. Manor up 8-0. They've got the ball, 3 receivers to the left. They're going to send Brooks
back
in motion to the left. They dump it off to Brooks. Brooks drops his head, moves forward. Is going to get to about the 21-yard line. That was the yard to get for the first down. They're going to say exactly the 20. So that's going to be another 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they're executing their offense really well. This kind of stuff. When you see a kid go in motion like that, and they're just doing a little flare pass out to him. All right, but you get a kid like that in open field. I mean, with that kind of speed, that kind of athleticism, they're successful at what they're doing right now.
This time they flip the formation, 3 receivers to the right. This time Hill is going to keep it. He breaks a few tackles, still on his feet to the 15-yard line. That's going to be a 5-yard pickup of what should have been none.
Exactly. I mean, we had him stopped in the back. In fact, it should have been a loss right there. But we have to wrap up, and we got to get more kids to the football. All right, and when we're wrapping up, it looks like we're tackling a little bit high, that kind of thing right now. So they just got to, get in there and get these kids stopped, and then they can. They're in position. They got to make some plays.
Quick handoff to Benson. Benson to about the 11-yard line. He needs to get to the 10 for the first down. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 1. Clock is going to stop with 39 seconds to go.
That was a good job there by the left defensive end there. Number 54, Brandon Galvan, did a good job of stepping up. And then number 5 doing a good job. Jordan Velasquez coming in and making a stop right there. And that's what you want to see. You want to fill the hole with your linebackers and stuff, but the D linemen have to collapse this thing right now so the linebackers can come in and make plays.
20 seconds left here in the first period. Confusion on the Manor Mustang offense, so they're going to call a timeout. We're going to take one with them. We've got 15 seconds left here in the opening period. Manor Mustangs 8, Weslaco East Wildcats 0. We'll be right back. Well, we want to thank you guys that are watching on YouTube. We will continue to be live on YouTube, but because of editing purposes, you'll hear us take breaks from time to time to time. And Coach, Manor recovered a fumble at the 46-yard line with 3.5 minutes to go here in the opening period, and 3 minutes later they're knocking on the door again. They're at the 11-yard line.
Absolutely. Like I was saying, we did a good job. We overcame some stuff with our special teams and kept the ball. Ramsey broke a good run, but obviously like anything, the ball was on the ground. They recovered it, and offensively, Maynard looks pretty sharp right now. They're executing their spread offense right now and doing a good job. So we're going to have to shore it up right now and get them stopped here. Let's try to get at least hold them to something. That's a good job right there inside. Awesome job there. So you notice this time, we put a lot of hats on the ball. Starting there with number 40, Erwin Marine, who's had a good game so far. He's coming in, our outside linebacker, doing a great job. And then, but the line right there, they did a job. They penetrated forward and stopped their momentum, which that's what we need to do each and every time. And it starts up front with, big old number 72, Isaiah Martinez. All right, it's his second year. He was, an in-and-out starter last year, but a great football player. So good job right there, a great stop.
Well, we have officially come to the end of the first period. 1st and 10 for Manor from the 10-yard line of the Wildcats. At the end of the first period, it is the Manor Mustangs 8, your Weslaco East Wildcats 0. You were talking about the hold of the line there, Coach. They had 3rd down and 1. Big handoff. Not a big handoff. A handoff to the big guy, Brooks. Taj Brooks is their go-to guy. And the Wildcats did a great job holding him up there.
Well, they stopped his legs this time. I was trying to hit him high and stuff. They, if you can stop a back's legs from moving, you have a chance to, to get a tackle.
I don't know if you've noticed this, Coach, but they've gone to a 4-man defensive front now. The Wildcats have.
Yeah, they go. They go in and out from their 3-4 to their 31, 32 type of defense. They go, to a split look. They'll go to a 4-man front and also a 3-man front, but.
2 backs in the backfield. Handoff is to Brooks. Brooks trying to spread it outside. He cuts it up, and he's in for the second touchdown of the afternoon. Brooks with a 10-yard run for the second touchdown for the Manor Mustangs. They are now up 14-0.
Yeah, just again, they put it in the body right there, and Brooks, he steps hard inside and then bounces it outside, and obviously our outside linebackers, that kind of stuff, but they did a good job of blocking our kids right there, so he just walks into the end zone.
Here comes the extra point. Hold is good this time. The kick is up, and the kick is between the uprights. It is good. Number 95 is the kicker. However, he is not on our roster, so I don't know what his name is, so we'll just call him 95. So with 11:53 to go here in the first half, it is now the Manor Mustangs 15, the Wildcats 0.
The good thing about non-district games and stuff, you get film on your players, and you get to see that. You get to evaluate. You get to see the areas that, hey, look, this is what you did. This is what we got to get fixed, all right, and to get better, all right. So, every game, and that's both teams. Manor's going to see the same thing. There's going to be things that our coaches evaluate. They're going to look at that kind of stuff, and they're going to get better, and they're going to get these things fixed and stuff. But again, it's high school football. It's early. It's the first game. You see a lot of this happening. They're playing a very good football team, but I guarantee you'll see it growth every week from this football team, because that's the way Wildcat football has always been. It's one game to the next to the next. A lot of people say, no, don't be worried about them. Their coaching staff and them, they'll get these kids ready to play, all right, and you'll see a big difference in them.
Ramsey Vasquez and Animas back deep to return this one. Kickoff is up, and it's going to be a short one. This time, Animas is going to take it at the 6-yard line. Fields it clean, looking for some room, trying to bounce it outside, and is met and dropped at about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, you know, when you hit a seam and everything, especially on the kickoff return, man, when you get a kickoff, you got to hit a seam running. You know, if you start bouncing back outside and that kind of stuff, they're all coming down in lanes. There's people there, but if you hit a seam and hit it fast, you can get a big return.
Well, the Wildcats will begin their second offensive series of the afternoon from their own 18-yard line. Looks like Ramsey Vasquez is going to be in at quarterback. Randy Cardosa along with Russell Garza in the backfield in the I formation. Carrasco in motion.
Yeah, it looked like we had a bobble snap right there, and Ramsey had to get on the ball.
That's exactly what happened, Coach. So it's going to be a play of no gain. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that's something it kind of gets under coaches' skins when you see that kind of stuff, but, you know, it happens.
Carrasco in motion. They're going to hand it off to Garza. Garza has a little gap, a little seam. He's able to fight his way to about the 24-yard line. Good pickup of about 6 yards.
Sure
there.
was. Great cutback, good hard running. Just, you know, lowered his shoulder and got after it. That was a good job. Good job up front by the offensive line. You know, you don't see very much. Steely Munoz and Jesus Lozano and Pedro Prasadas. All these kids are back from last year. All right, they got a real good, experienced offensive line that is coming back. All right, you know, along with 65 J.P. Martinez. You know, those kids, you know, you'll see them. They're going to get better and better every week. Good job of reach blocking right there. They got a seam here. You can get around the
Ramsey
corner.
trying to get around the corner, but a good job there by
Number 7.
Devin Lemire to be able to catch him and bring him down. But I think they're going to be a unsportsmanlike taunting penalty there because a little bit of yabbering right after the play.
Yeah, this kid's been all over the field. This Devin Lemire, he's a heck of a safety. I guarantee. I've seen some. You know, we're trying to get outside with some speed, and we got the interior blocked. I just tell you right now, starting up there with number 33, Mario Trevino, what a tremendous block on the edge and reached and we cut off the linebackers. All right, but their safety. I mean, that's just athleticism. I'm just telling you. Sometimes, I mean, because you don't block safeties.
Number 10 on the defense. That is his first unsportsmanlike conduct toward qualification.
Yeah, there's just a lot of extracurricular activity happening with the Jaws after the play. And, of course, they're not going to tolerate that kind of behavior on the field. And so that's going to be his first warning. And, of course, the second time around, he's gone.
Exactly.
So that'll move the ball all the way to the 48-yard line, 47. And the Wildcats with the ball. Garza breaking free. He's across midfield into Mustang territory. Brought down at the 32-yard line. A big pickup of about 24 yards for Garza.
Great big hole there. Good job by guarantee you there by number 33, Mario Trevino. What a tremendous block. Good job up front to the right side, along with J.P. Martinez. Opened up a huge hole for Garza to go through, and he ran extremely hard. Again, back to Wildcat football. Downhill, right at you. Here we go.
Once again, I formation. Ramsey under center. Garza and Cardosa in the backfield. This time, Ramsey's going to keep it. He's going to move off the left side, and he's going to get about 4 yards. A good head on his shoulders there with that play.
One of the best plays in all of high school football. Quarterback sneak is straight up the center, that kind of stuff, because a lot of them, they're not used to that. But you notice the surge right now of the offensive line and what a tremendous job they're doing getting off the ball.
You know, there's always the talk about winning in the trenches, and the Weslaco Wildcats, that is something that they are known for. They are known for being physical in the trenches. We had some motion there.
Yeah. Two going at one time.
So that's going to bring the ball back 5 yards. We'll repeat second down, but it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, we had two guys going at one time there, but it's all right. Here we go. Just got to overcome that.
So again, the Wildcats moving the ball here on their second possession. We are in the second quarter here at Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi. KWES bringing you this game live on YouTube. If you are enjoying this game, by all means, we want you to share. Let everybody know that the Wildcats and KWES are live in Corpus Christi. Cardosa and Garza in the backfield. Ramsey Vasquez, quarterback, under center. Carrasco in motion. We've got a whistle
timeout here.
And we've got a timeout on the field. They've got a timeout on the field. No, they're not a timeout on the field. I think they were just clarifying what was going on as far as downs are concerned, because the referee raised his hand and said second down.
Yeah, but then they just marched off.
I was
like
about to say
4 yards there. I don't know what they're doing here. Maybe they didn't spot it the last time, and for the penalty, whatever, didn't get it.
They didn't get it right the first time.
Run the play.
So now they're going to stop the ball to say
Yeah,
that the
they're gonna
Mustangs are going to call timeout, because there was some confusion, because there really wasn't a timeout per se, but yet you saw both teams go to the sideline when the whistle was blown.
Exactly.
And then the ball was moved.
But you see, the referee just whistled the ball in play, and half the Manor Mustangs were on the sideline still. So when they come running on, it'd been nice if we got the snap off, because the whole right side, there was not a Manor Mustang in sight. It would have been nice, but they called timeout. So we didn't get that advantage.
Yeah, it's got to be week one, because there's just a lot of mistakes being made on the field. But nonetheless, we are enjoying a great ball game. The Mustangs lead this one 15-0, 8.5 minutes to go here in the second period. The Wildcats with the football. It is second down and 15 from the 37-yard line of the Mustangs. Manor called a timeout, as Coach just mentioned. A little bit of confusion. Burgett talking it over with his team. This is the second time they've had the ball today, and they are moving the ball. They started this drive at their own 18-yard line. Got it down to about the 26, but then a couple of penalties, one penalty, all the way back to the 37-yard line. So here we go. Second down, 15, 8.5 minutes to go here in the second period. I formation, handoff to Garza. Garza, that same move right behind the right tackle, and this is a big pickup of about 8 yards, maybe 9, inside the 30-yard line to the 28. That's going to bring up a third down and maybe 6.
You can tell the strength of this football team, guys, and I'm going to tell you, it's up front with this group. I just by seeing them and stuff, there's some really good holes that Garza can see. They're running straight ahead, blast, cut back, doing a great job. There's Ramsey again.
Quarterback sneak. He's inside the 25 to the 24. And that's going to be 2 yards shy of the first down. It'll bring up a fourth down and maybe 2. But, Coach, you were talking about running right behind the line, and Garza has found some success running behind J.P. Martinez and Jesus Lozano.
Absolutely. Yeah, doing a real good job. So they're getting a really good push right now, that kind of thing. And the back, the thing about this offense, if you don't even know much about the Wildcat offense and stuff, backs have to have great vision. We always talk about, cut opposite, that kind of stuff. If it's open, if you see light, go.
Handoff to Garza, this time on the other side of the field, and he hit the line running, and his feet kept moving, and he may have enough for the first down. We'll just see the official spot, but it looks like they're going to say 1 yard
shy.
About
1 yard shy there. Went to the left side right there, again, right to their big man right there. Tough. So, as far as that goes, that time, Prince of Umalin, right at number 8, he collapsed it, and there wasn't a lot of movement right there that time. But the backwards ran hard. You can see his feet moving, that kind of stuff, trying to get the first down, but they come up a little short.
They did 1 yard short, so the ball will go over to the Mustangs.
Right here, we need a big play right here. We need to make something happen here on defense to get us a short field.
Brooks in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. First and 10 for the Mustang. Handoff is to Brooks. Brooks looking for some room right up the middle, across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Picks up 4 yards on that play.
Yeah, they're just, they're just doing pass option kind of football right now, that kind of stuff. You can see the quarterback's in there and he fakes a throw and, all that kind of stuff of what they're doing. But don't be fooled by what they're giving it to Brooks. They're going to continue to give it to Brooks because he's a load, that kind of stuff, until you stop him.
Yeah, and he is a very good running back with some very good size. So this time it's Benson and Brooks in the backfield. They're going to send Brooks in on
There it
motion.
is.
A quick pass to him.
There,
and he's
there,
hit in
there.
the backfield by Jonathan Granados. Granados read that one perfectly. And as soon as Brooks caught that ball, he wrapped him up and brought him down.
He was right there on the. That was a great job by Jonathan right there. You notice every time they've motioned Brooks out, what have they done? They've thrown it to him. That kind of stuff. So it didn't take long for the Wildcat coaching staff to see that. That, and there he goes, and they brought Brooks up, made a big play.
This time Brooks is all alone in the backfield. 3rd down and 11. There was motion on the line, so that's going to move them back 5 more. We'll repeat 3rd down, but it should be 3rd down and 16 after this.
Yeah, good job up front. The defensive line of shifting and stemming, it got them to move. That one is on the coaching staff. Good job right there. Good call. Now it's 3rd and long. So this is what they needed. Now let's make a big stop here and let's get it going. Big number 90 just coming in the game, Leo Guerra. All right, coming over here to play the right defensive end. And we got number 66 in there right there, Marcus Salas. All right, and number 30 coming into the football game right now too, Jonathan Granados.
Quick pass. It's in the air, and that one is out of bounds. That was uncatchable.
Uncatchable anyway, but
there was a lot of confusion on the field. I think Coach, what the quarterback wanted to do was snap the ball because they were running people on and off the field, the Wildcats were, and Hill saw that.
Yep, he did, but we got him off the field just barely, but we got off the field before the ball was snapped. So, again, now it's 4th and long. They're going to have to punt the ball. Should get great field position out of this. Defense came out, did a tremendous job of stopping the Manor Mustangs. There we go. And then that's what you want. And so that's growth for the defense right now. And that's a plus for the Wildcats.
Yeah, great job by the Wildcat defense after the over on downs that forced the Manor Mustangs on a 3 and out. Soccer style kick, and that one's going to take a Mustang bounce at midfield and just go all the way down to the 35, 34, 33-yard line till it finally comes to rest. It is down, and that's where the Wildcats will take over on this next offensive series. We've got 5:15 to go here in the second period. It is the Manor Mustangs 15, the Wildcats 0. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi. KWES bringing you the season opener between the Wildcats and the Manor Mustangs. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by Coach Rock, bringing you all the action from Buccaneer Stadium here as the Wildcats begin the 2019 season. They trail 15-0 with 5:15 to go here in the second period. Quick snap to Ramsey Vasquez. He does not hesitate, runs off to the left side, and that's going to be about a 6-yard pickup, 2nd down and 4.
He's always fighting for extra yards. If you ever see this kid run, he is low to the ground, and he is explosive. All right, you're going to see a lot of those are going to burst for big yardage this year. Good job outside. Good job of reaching out there. Again, by Mario Trevino. I think I'd go to his side a lot, because he's doing a tremendous job on this defensive end that supposed to be a blue chip, a pretty good football player.
You got that stack formation again. Got us out with the handoff. And he moves forward across the 40 to the 42-yard line, where it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, great. Again, a tremendous hold to the right side, just like you said, running behind J.P. Martinez and Pablo Ivanes, and these guys doing a good job up front of blocking.
Jesus Lozano there as well,
Yes.
creating some very good running lanes for Garza.
And it starts with their splits and stuff. I'll tell you that right. But obviously, I've been an offensive line coach for so many years and stuff. But allowing there to be running lanes.
3rd down and 1, under 4 minutes. The toss is to Ramsey in the I formation. He is going to be stopped short of the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 2.
Yeah, again, they're trying to get the toss outside, that kind of stuff. But Maynard's been, if you watch this game, it's been really tough sledding to the outside and stuff, because their safeties and their corners, they come off blocks, and they're pretty good run stoppers.
Well, the Wildcats faked the punt last time. This time Mustangs are not even sending anybody back.
No.
4th down and 1. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like we're going for it.
3:15 to go here in the second quarter. Line to get to is the 43-yard line. Toss. Garza turns his shoulders upfield, and he's going to bull his way across the 45, and that's going to move the chains.
That's hard running by Mr. Garza right there because, you know, again, they ran a toss, but then he cut it short and came back and found a crease, all right, and fought for that yardage. That's a tremendous job by that young man.
46-yard line is where the ball is going to be spotted. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. I formation.
Come on, Wildcats. Let's put something on the board, baby. Let's go.
Ramsey, the quarterback. Handoff to Cardosa. Cardosa trying to fight his way to the line of scrimmage, and we'll see where they spotted. They're going to say it's no gain.
Yeah, unfortunately right there, Mr. Princely Umalin came inside and made a big stop on Cordes. Uma Mielen did a wow.
I went down to the field to get a couple of pronunciations, and the coach said, let's ask him. Because not even the coaches were too sure about that. Uma Mielen. Garza, the lone setback. Vasquez under center. Fakes the handoff. Looking to his right. Loses the ball. Uma Mielen is chasing him. Cannot get to him, so Ramsey decides to tuck it and cut it upfield, and he's going to pick up 1 yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, they were trying to, you know, leak obviously the fullback out into the flat instead. They ran a bootleg, all right, right there, trying to get trying to get it out to the fullback. But Ramsey, when he saw it, you know, again the corner came off. It was right there on there. They covered it well, so I'm going to tuck it and run. You know, that's a get what I can get. And smart play by Ramsey.
I don't know what happened, Coach, but they said something on the field, so we're repeating 2nd down.
Something on the field. Well, that's a new one.
Yeah, well, I heard the referee say something because his mic came on.
I hear you.
But I don't know what he said. Something happened.
So they're repeating it down, though, then. Here we go.
2nd down, so here we go. Nobody in the backfield. Ramsey under center. Quick handoff.
Yep. Nice.
And that's going to be Muniz. He breaks some tackles. And, of course, Hector Muniz, one of these returning starters from last year who plays on both sides of the ball, and he is just one of those football players.
He sure is. You know, he's tough. Kid plays both sides of the ball, like you said, and that kind of stuff. He's a true Wildcat. He works hard. He does things you need. There on the hand sweep. Good job up front, again, of cutting off the defense right there. Tremendous football play, as you can see it. That time, you know, the safety who did come up overran the play. Boom, big yardage right there.
Yeah, Muniz, just one of those athletic football players that makes things happen when the ball is in his hands. Carrasco in motion. Tosses to Garza. Garza has some running room. He's across the 20.
Run.
They can't bring him down with a hand tackle, and he's inside the 10. That's going to move the chains, and the Wildcats are knocking on the door.
Here we go. And we got 1 minute and 40 seconds and counting down. Again, now we're starting to get the toss, but you notice it's not going as wide. They're cutting it up, all right, and finding the crease and getting some positive, great yardage for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Garza, just a strong runner. He just squared up his shoulders, ran upfield. One of the Mustangs tried to bring him down from behind with an arm tackle, and that was not happening.
We got Edward Villalobos on the under center right now with Ramsey at the tailback spot. Oh.
Timeout on the field taken by the Mustangs. We'll go ahead and take one alongside with them. You're enjoying Wildcat football right here on KWES. Coach, Garza, just a strong runner. That run was just showed just how physical that young man is.
Right, you know, and he's one of the surprises. You know, this type of thing, you know, I think Giro, you know, Guerra's a little bit banged up today, that kind of stuff. That's usually their starting tailback. All right, but, hey, it just shows you they got a lot of depth on that football team, especially in the running back position. All right, they have some tremendous depth, have kids that want to, and there's been a great traditions of tailbacks and running backs come out of Weslaco East and stuff. And when you see that, the next guy, I want to step up. I want to be that next guy. You know, I want to be that Gonzalez. I want to be these kids. All right, and that level and stuff. All right, and you see that, so they run with extreme pride and they want to they want to do great things for their football team, and it's a big honor to be a tailback at Weslaco East. I guarantee you that.
Welcome back to Buccaneer Stadium, Wildcat football, brought to you by KWES. Want to thank Knapp Medical Center as they are the season sponsor for the 2019 Wildcats. First and goal for the Wildcats after a big pickup by Garza. Toss is made to Ramsey. Ramsey cuts it off upfield, and he's inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Good, tough running by Ramsey. He got hit pretty hard there.
He did, but he's like the Energizer Bunny. I'll let you know. He just keeps on ticking, this young man. He takes a hit, spins, fights, digs, does everything he can to get a yard. Just tremendous job.
Second and goal from the 4-yard line. Ramsey under center. This time he's going to keep it. He's going to lower his head, go right behind the right guard to about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, they're real close right there, maybe a little bit inside the 2. Yeah, right at the 2-yard line. He just lowered his head, picked up 2-3 yards right there. Now, hey, they're within pay dirt, within 2 yards of, putting some points on the scoreboard going into the second half, and they get the football to start the second half.
Garza took a little breather. He's back on the field along with Carrasco in the backfield. Tosses to Garza.
Touchdown.
Garza goes into the end zone untouched. A 2-yard Johnsy by Garza, and the Wildcats are on the board.
There you go, Wildcats. That's the way to go right there. That's the way to fight. Here you go, baby. Yeah.
10 seconds left to go here in the first half. Wildcats on the board. 15-6 is your score. Pending the point after, we'll see what they decide to do.
Did you see the push from the right side of their line? All you could see was white shirts going back. Just tremendous. And I guarantee you, their running back coach have talked to them. Quit stringing the toss out. Cut it inside. Get in the lanes. And they're doing it.
Same play. This time it's going to be to Ramsey. And like you just said, Coach, that right side, they've got Mario Trevino at the tight end. At the tackle, they've got Lozano. At the guard, they've got J.P. Martinez. And those 3 guys are really bullying that defensive front of the Manor Mustangs.
They really are. I guarantee you they are. I'll tell you a little story about Mario Trevino. His dad, like I said, I coached his dad in high school, and I had a great offensive line, and he played left guard for me. The whole offensive line would come off the ball for about 3 or 4 yards. It was a great push, and there was always this other guy playing left guard that had guys 8 and 10 yards on the ground downfield, and he's just like his dad. What a heart, what a great football player. Hey, tremendous job. That's a great feather in our hats right now. Tremendous. Just put the 8 points that we needed going into halftime. Great momentum. Come back in the second half. Boom. Hey, just made this a football game, baby. Here we go.
Gilbert Garza on to kick for the Wildcats. Mustangs have yet to send on their kicking unit. We've got 10 seconds before halftime.
It's like I told Coach Burgett this morning. Snap by snap by snap. Get better, get better, get better, and you already see it. All right, tremendous job right there by the offense. And what was it set up? A great job by the defense. Absolutely. Team football. Wildcat team football.
Butler back deep along with Benson and Nwabuko. Garza on to kick. And it's going to be a pooch kick, and that's going to be Nwabuko at the 15-yard line. Looking to get outside. We've got a flag. That usually is in the area of holding. The ball is on the ground. It is picked up by the Mustangs, and now the buzzer sounds for the half, as we did not get a whistle before the buzzer, at least none that I heard. Coach Burgett is asking his players to just hold on a second. Let's wait for the call.
Yeah, I'll decline.
They're going to say, they're going to say it was holding against the Mustangs. Burgett says we're going to decline it. Let's head out to the half. Coach, you said this just a few seconds ago. Wildcats will have the ball to begin the second half. So we are officially at the half here at Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi. And at the half, it is the Manor Mustangs 15, your Weslaco Wildcat 8. We'll be back with second half action right here on KWES.
Sergeant Alyssa Matthews, Junior Lieutenant Adrian Williams, and Junior Lieutenant Tyron Walker, under the direction of Shelby Miller.
Weslaco East High School is proud to present the Starlets, the brightest shining stars over the skies of the Rio Grande Valley. Introducing our 2019-2020 officer line, Lieutenant Miss Zoe Cruz, and Major Miss Areli Cantu. Social officers for the year are Miss Tylee Mata and Miss Patti Villafranca. Dancer of the week is Miss Lily Zamora. And guard of the week is Miss Leanne Lopez. Today, the Starlets will be performing a palm routine to a Jonas Brothers Sierra mix.
Weslaco East Wildcat Regiment. Their 2019 marching band show is entitled The Silk Road, the story of brave, determined European travelers facing the greatest of obstacles from west to east. Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor darkness of night prevented these carriers from completing their mission. Selections include Rimsky-Korsakov's Scheherazade, Ellington's Caravan, and Saint-Saëns' Bacchanal. The Wildcat Regiment is proud to present drum majors. Head Drum Major Andrea Perez. First Assistant Michaela Moreno. Second Assistant Adriana Moreno. Wildcat Regiment staff include Head Director Armando Cuellar, Assistant Directors Daniel Hilton, Victoria Garza, Rene Peinado, Jesus Gallegos, Natalie Sanchez, and Olivia Martinez. Color Guard Instructor is Ms. Laura Rivera. The Wildcat Regiment would like to thank the Band Boosters community and administration for all their love and support this season. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the sights and sounds of the Wildcat Regiment!
Welcome back to Corpus Christi, Texas. KWES bringing you this season opener between your Weslaco Wildcats and the Manor Mustangs. We are at Buccaneer Stadium for Saturday afternoon high school football. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by none other than Coach Rock. Coach, 15-8 is the score. Manor Mustangs up, but the Wildcats looking really good today.
They really are. Is mine on? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they really are. Right now, we need one of those typical Wildcat 7 to 8 minute drive. Methodically, just boom, boom, move the chains, and score a touchdown. All right, and tie this game back up, if not go ahead. All right, so that's what the doctor's ordered right now. So right now, those young men go out there and they're going to execute and get after it right now. Can't wait to see this first drive, second half.
Well, they do start the second half with possession of the football, as they will be set to receive here in the third quarter. Now, you talk about those methodical, time-consuming drives. The Wildcats had 2 of them in the first half. The first one, of course, ended up giving the ball over on downs to about the 32, 24-yard line, somewhere around that area. But the second drive, I think was their third or fourth possession, it was an 11-play, 67-yard drive that took 5 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock. It was capped off by a 2-yard Johnsy by Russell Garza into the end zone with 10 seconds left in the first half. Ramsey Vasquez with a 2-point conversion to put us to where we are at right now, 15-8.
Which is what you want, because it keeps the balls out of the hand of some really good athletes. They have a pretty good offense and stuff. So if they're on the sidelines, they can't score. So.
Well, we are just about to get underway. The kick is away. It's in the direction of Animas, and it's a good one. It's fielded right at the goal line. He's looking for a seam. He's got one. He's at the 20, 25. He's still on his feet, trying to make a spin move. Gets out to about the 27, 28-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. But this time, Animas with a lot better return than we've seen earlier in today's ball game.
It was. He stayed in the seam. He picked it up the seam and got yards. He didn't stop his feet, caught the ball, took it, and that's what you want to do on a kickoff return. You have to hit the seam. You have to hit the seam running hard, and he did a good job there.
Wildcats, first possession of the second half. They're going to send Edward Villalobos in at quarterback. Garza in the backfield at the tailback position. Carrasco, the fullback. The power back is going to be Cardosa. It's going to be a toss to Garza to the left. Leading the way
there it is.
Are the fullback connections. And that is Garza bulldozing his way all the way to the 45-yard line. However, we do have a flag on the play.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to either call a hold or a hit over here on the side. Tremendously offensive play right there. Getting the power eye, ran the toss to the right side. Again, reached them, cut them off. The safety wasn't a factor that time. Big yardage, but we've got a flag here. Let's see what happens.
Well, who was also leading the way for that big run was Edward Villalobos, the quarterback.
Yep, absolutely.
He was out there leading the charge as well.
Let me tell you, if you're a Weslaco East Wildcat and you play offense, you are a blocker, period. It's known, it's taught, it's preached, and I don't care if you're the quarterback, tailback, it doesn't matter. You have to block for your brother.
Well, we've got 1st and 10 all over again. First down for the Wildcats, ball at the 28-yard line. Same offensive formation for the Wildcats. This time it's a quick handoff to Cardosa. He's going to run behind the left side of the line, and he's going to get across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A pickup of 5 on that play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats.
Just a huge hole there for Cardosa. I'm telling you, if he plants and goes right, he's running for a long time. All right, he picks up 5 just straight ahead of what he's got, but there was a big hole to the backside of that run.
Yeah, Posadas really making that happen over there on the left side. So again, same offensive formation for the Wildcats. Power I formation. Villalobos in at quarterback. Tailback is Garza. He's going to take it. He's going to cut back to the left side to the 40-yard line, and that's going to move the chains for the Wildcats.
And there it is right there. Just downhill football. all right, at its best. But they're picking up 6, 7 yards a chunk, you know. And the only way that happens is up front. All right, because that right there is offensive lineman type of, and they love it. Kids, you know, when you get an offensive lineman, hey, I can come off and I can block. Oh my gosh, that's great stuff. You know, and it's great football.
Posadas is the center. Same formation for the Wildcats. This time, Villalobos is going to keep it. That one took a little too long to develop. However, it is for positive yards, and that's 4 yards on that play. So you got to be happy if you're a Wildcat.
Yeah, I think there may be a mess up on the handoff and that kind of stuff. Oh, and he got it. But, you know, that's a quarterback that's been coached well, because if something doesn't go right, tuck it, go, and get positive yardage. And that's exactly what the young man did.
You know what he did also is he also ran the direction that the play was called. So there was some really good blocking in front of him.
Absolutely.
So, again, same formation for the Wildcats. This time, Vasquez in at quarterback. Hands it off to Garza, the tailback. Garza lowers his head, gets across the line of scrimmage to the 49-yard line. There's a flag on the play. The Wildcat coaching staff is saying it's against the Mustangs. So we'll wait to see what the referee says. And that is, it's offsides against the Mustangs.
So that take the penalty, yeah.
You got you because you get a free down.
Yeah, you get a free down, and you're going to get about the same yardage. So, absolutely.
So we'll repeat second down, and they're going to be about a long yard for this one.
Yeah,
because it's just on the inside of the 49-yard line. They got to get to midfield.
I like to be in the end zone right now, just see what's going on up front, because, I mean, these kids are really teeing off on the defensive line of Maynard.
This time they power ride left. Vasquez, the quarterback. It's going to be a toss to Garza. And they make some room for Garza. And he's got a big hole on the left side. And he's across inside Manor territory to the 38-yard line. That's a 13-yard romper.
Yeah, you know, they're setting it up so pretty right now. Inside, outside, you know, moving the football. And it goes along with great running by Garza, just hard running. You know, it looks like Maynard's about to make a tackle on him, and he just runs through their blocks. I mean, runs through their tackles, doing a tremendous job of running the ball.
Power eye right for the Mustangs. I mean, for the Wildcats, I'm sorry. This time the handoff is to Cardosa. Cardosa right behind Posadas, along with J.P. Martinez and Jesus Lozano.
They did a good job of blocking down, and they pulled their center around, all right, on an inside dive play, all right, and picked up just a great block by their center coming up. Posadas, great, tremendous play. Good blocking scheme.
8 yards on that play. Second down and 2 to go. 8:25 here left in the third. This time the handoff is to Vargas. Vargas powers his way for about a yard.
Yeah, good job by Jabronin White, number 27. Their outside linebacker came in and made a big stop there.
We'll see what Coach Burgett decides to do, because as you just mentioned, Coach, the linebacker, you mentioned his name. He's coming up. So what does that tell me? That means that they are looking for that, and there might be something opening up behind them.
Absolutely.
So you've got 10 men in the box, Coach.
They do. The free safety's up tight.
There you go, Ramsey Vasquez.
Could be a touchdown.
That is
there it is. Down the middle, baby. Here we go.
Touchdown.
Oh!
Ramsey Vasquez, 30 yards. Because they had 10 men in the box.
Absolutely. All right, because, hey, once you break the second level and you're into the third level, it's a touchdown. All right, awesome job. Great call. Again, the best play in high school football, quarterback keeper. Down the middle. Tremendous.
And when your quarterback is Ramsey Vasquez,
tough.
That is very tough.
Tough.
Holder, Raven Figueroa. Garza, point after. Good snap, good hold.
And
kick
good.
is up, and the kick is good. So we've got 7:37 to go here in the third quarter, And we've got ourselves a 1-point football game. It is the Manor Mustangs. I'm sorry, we got a tied football game. It is the Manor Mustangs 15, the Wildcats 15.
Exactly. So now what is it? It's even Stevens, guys. Here we go. All right. Now we just showed Maynard. Here we go. We're going to move down the field. Now we got to come out on defense and make a statement. All right. Get a big stop, because if we get the ball back, I don't think Maynard can stop us. I really don't. All right. The way our kids are playing, the way our kids are coming off the ball, and how much they're fighting. Good job, Wildcats. Awesome job, baby.
Coach, you talked about needing a long time draining possession. We saw that, but we also saw that the last 2 possessions of the Wildcats, they were able to move the ball, they were able to hang on to the ball, they were able to drain the clock somewhat, with the exception of that 3 possessions ago where they gave the ball over on downs, but that was hindered a little bit by penalties as well. But the Wildcats beginning to show something on these last 3 drives, and that's something that they've been showing, is that they can punch you in the mouth.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, it's right after you, right in your face football.
It's
absolutely.
on.
Because I'm going to tell you, against what? Okay, they can say whatever they want. Good football team out of the Austin area, one of the top teams in their district. Teams like Cedar Park, Timberwolves, great football team. They're supposed to compete with teams like that, and here we are, our kids from Weslaco East going toe-to-toe and fighting them every second, baby. It's awesome. Right
Butler
here.
gets it at the 6.
Nice.
He is
Make
breaking a tackle, and now he is outside
Block
on the
back.
sideline. Now he cuts it back.
Coming back, though.
And we've got a
We're gonna
flag,
block in the
and you
back.
said it right, Coach. It is coming back because we had a block in the back at about the 37-yard line. That one taken at the 6, a couple of broken tackles, 94-yard touchdown scamper for Butler. But again, that one's coming back for a block in the back.
See, right there, we had a good job. We've got him. All right, we don't have him completely wrapped up. That's where everybody else has to converge and make the play on this guy. Again, they got dangerous speed on this football team. You have to do things right. But like there, number 10, block in the back. Tremendous job.
We have holding. Then after, during the play, number 24, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting. Well, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the holding, and then half the distance, it'll be first down.
So we've got 2 penalties against Manor on that play. As you heard the referee, we had holding. They'll spot that one, 10 yards. And then from those 10 yards, it's going to only be half the distance to the goal. So this is going to put Manor up against the wall in their own territory, because there was a taunting penalty as well. And that's the second time we see an unsportsmanlike penalty called against the Mustangs for taunting.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you right now, you have to play this game in high school with a lot of discipline. And when you don't play with discipline stuff, these are the things that will hurt you as a football team. I mean, young guys, they want to make plays, and they see some of this craziness in college football and pro football and all this stuff. But no, this is still high school football where you have to do things right and you have to be disciplined to win games.
Coach, but when you're also getting yourself socked in the mouth, you get a little upset as well.
Yeah,
So
that may be causing it a little bit.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Brooks trying to get this one outside, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds
Another
at about
flag.
the 12, but that one is in the area of holding, Coach.
Yeah, looks a block in the back. Let's see what happens here. It looks like it's going to go against Maynard. All right. The flag came out late, though. I thought they would show it, but it is a block in the back. There it is.
You got it, Coach. Good eye.
Yeah.
All those years spent in the trenches with you, you see those things.
Yeah.
So that's going to put them back even further. So they're at the 8. They're going to go back to the 4.
There we go.
So we'll repeat first down, but it'll be first down and 14. Okay, they're going to say it's a spot foul, so it's going to stay at the line of scrimmage because of where it was spotted.
Right.
So again, this time it's going to be 2nd and 10
Should be
from the
second.
7-yard line. Hold on, we got a whistle. I think it's because the down was
marker.
never adjusted on the field nor on the scoreboard.
So yeah, the referees, they blew it dead here. They're going to fix this. It is 2nd down and 10.
Adrian Juarez is going to take a breather, and his sister Daisy wants to send a shout out to Dren Juarez, number 6 on the Wildcats. Did a great job on that play right now.
There you go, Mr. Waters. Good job right there. Shout out from the family. It's always awesome. That's what I love about Wildcat. You know, it's such a big family. You know, all the families and stuff. If you go down in the stands and stuff, there's a bunch of people here supporting the Wildcats. It's awesome.
Yeah, you may not see them on the camera because they're all behind in the shade.
Trying to get out of the heat.
So here we go. It still says first down. This time the handoff is to Benson. Benson's going to get to about the 10-yard line for a 2-yard pickup. That's going to bring up a second down and 8.
Yeah, good job right there by our outside linebacker, number 30. Jonathan Granados, just tremendous, came inside and made a big play. Our defensive end up at that top, Mr. Granados. Good job.
Hill in at quarterback. Benson again, the running back. He
Ball
is
might be-
caught at the line of scrimmage and brought down after only a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. So the last 2 possessions
Granados.
of the Mustangs, the Wildcats have given them headaches.
Absolutely, and it starts up front with Isaiah Martinez. They're not getting the push the Wildcats are, and Granados went down the line and made a huge stop. I thought he almost lost the ball there.
Yeah, Galvan in there as well. So 3rd down and 5. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Hill, the quarterback. Brooks, the only running back in the backfield. He's going to veer out to the right. They're going to do a little bubble screen.
Oh.
Almost intercepted by Adrian Juarez.
Yeah, he would have walked in right there.
Julius Ochoa was the intended receiver, but he took his eye off the ball, trying to look upfield. The ball went in and out of his hands, and Juarez was almost able to come up with that pick. And, Coach, as you mentioned, there was nothing but green grass in front of him.
About 10 yards of it, and it would have been right there on that bird that's in the end zone there. He would have walked right across it. But, hey, it's a great stop. 2 things we've asked for: our offense come out, move the ball, and our defense to stop them. And here you go.
You forgot
Both
one.
of them.
You forgot one component. Score.
And score.
There you go.
And we did score.
They did, exactly.
Yes.
So here we go. Soccer-style punt. It's a good one. This one also takes a Manor Mustang bounce at the 50-yard line. However, this one doesn't go as deep as the other one. This one is stopped at and down at the 40-yard line. So the Wildcats, their second possession of the second half, will begin at their own 40-yard line. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Wildcat football tied at 15 here from Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus. Here we go, Coach.
You gotta love that. All we have to do is what? Travel 60 yards. In high
they can
school
do it.
football, that's what you want. You don't have to drive 80 yards or 90 yards. All right, but when you only have to travel 60, then it's a little bit easier for you. But again, you got to play, flawless type football.
Welcome back to Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi, KWES, bringing you Wildcat football. Villalobos in at quarterback, power eye, handoff to Garza. Garza behind the center Posadas, and he is going to get 5 yards on that play because the Wildcats are just making a statement in the trenches today.
They really are. It doesn't look like they're getting much, but they're getting 4 or 5 yards. Let me tell you, you get 4 or 5 yards each play. What do you move the sticks? There it is. They're first downs. All right, and there you go. And the clock just ticked. See, we're down to 5:22 left in the third quarter. Oh, and we've been here for maybe 12 minutes. All right, so hey, control football. Awesome. Can't beat it.
Villalobos still in at quarterback, power eye left. One receiver down to the bottom of your screen. Toss to Garza. He's going to cut upfield, and he's going to take about 3 Manor Mustangs with him and even push one into the ground as he gets across midfield. They're going to move the sticks one more time.
Now it's a little different. Now we're getting into the secondary. Oh, yeah, their free safety still there, but now our backs are punishing them at the end of runs. That is really typical, great Wildcat football. Here comes number 44 in the game, Randy Cardosa and
Ramsey Vasquez.
And Ramsey Vasquez.
Power eye right. Ramsey Vasquez in at quarterback under center. It's going to be handed off to Cardosa. Cardosa inside to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a 7-yard gain for the Wildcats. 6-7 yards at a time, Coach. Those sticks continue to move. Clock continues to tick.
It's what you want, and they're having a hard time. It's simple football, but it's not simple for defensive players because, hey, are they going outside? Are they going inside? Everything that they're doing, Coach, they're coming right at us, and we can't make play. They're just moving the football. What do we do? This kind of stuff. As long as you play error-free football, this is outstanding.
2nd and 3, power left. Cardosa handoff, and he's going to get the 3 yards needed for the first
right
down.
At the sticks.
KWES wants to thank Knapp Medical Center as they are the season sponsor of the 2019 Wildcat football season. Referee just signaled it is official. Sticks are going to move. 1st and 10, new set of downs for your Wildcats. Ball at the 37-yard line of the Mustangs. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third. Score is tied at 15. Power eye left. Vasquez in at quarterback, under center. This time, quarterback keeper right behind the Posadas, the center, and that's going to be a good 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, and that's all with the surge of the offensive line, especially to the right side with, Jesus Lozano and J.P. Martinez. All right, these kids are coming off the football, and you can see it. You can look at Manor's defensive line. They all have their hands on their knees, all right, and they're just, it's hot out there. I guarantee I walked out on that field, and it's warm. It's a very, very hot day, all right, but you can see that this is the kind of team that wears this kind of team out.
2nd down and 6. Toss is to Garza. Garza has some running room. And he is met by Tariq Marshall. But Garza taking Marshall back a couple of steps.
Absolutely. You got your first contact, then our backs are still getting 1 or 2 yards after that. Okay, so that's what you want out of your running backs. The running backs coach, Coach Gomez does a great job. I've been around that man for many years. He's getting these kids to play hard, and I see them. They're running extremely hard.
Ramsey, quarterback under center. Power eye left. Quarterback sneak left. Makes a little move up the field to the 25-yard line. They're going to say 26, but that's still enough to move the chains. Coach, you talk about making contact, but that contact that's being made first is in the secondary.
Absolutely. And right there, you done a tremendous job by Ramsey Vasquez. Okay, he's hard inside, he cuts out, sees a hole, picks up 3 yards. First down. And it's a big first down. Here we are now on the 26-yard line.
1.5 minutes to go here in the third. Score is 15 for the Mustangs, 15 for your Wildcats. Power eye right. Vasquez hands it off to Garza. Garza met at the line of scrimmage, and Uma Mielen has to come in, finish that one off. 1-yard pickup by Garza.
Yeah, that time they did a good job defensively up front of holding up our offensive line, and that way there wasn't a hole, so Mielen was able to get inside and make a big play. Again, you're looking at a kid that's a Division I football player. All right, it's all the magazines and everything else. So a heck of a football player, and that just gets our kids obviously fired up and get them better. I guarantee you to have to play kids like that.
Power eye right. Vasquez under center. Hands the ball off quickly to Carrasco.
Nice.
Carrasco, he is just a bull. Inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, just you notice how he just kept his feet moving, even if he was running backwards basically. All right, but he kept his feet moving. All right, and then right now we got them confused. Number 8's on our side of the ball. I don't know what he's doing. I'd snap the ball right now.
There was a timeout called by Manor. They were trying to get the snap out because there was a 3-second differential between the game clock and the play clock. The play clock was going, the game clock was moving. There was plenty of time to get a snap off. Uma Mielen was trying to say, you know what, this quarter is over. Let's get to the other side of the field, trying to get his team motivated. But the Wildcats said, hey, let's get this play off.
Maybe so, Joey, but you know what I saw? He was sitting there talking to the referee and whatever, and hey, they're doing something to me or whatever, and he looked like he was a frustrated kid because he was trying. Oh, I got to get back. Oh, you're right. Oh, there's still time left on the clock. So he was more worried about what's happening to him and playing the game. All right, that happens, and a lot of times, even with your best football players, that happens. They get frustrated sometimes. But you know what? Hey, this Wildcat offense will frustrate you. Because everybody's saying, oh, it's simple. Not really. Okay, yeah, it's simple. It's what? Getting off the ball and blocking. Blocking's not easy.
9 seconds left here in the third. Wildcats with the football.
Oh, I love it.
It's going to be Ramsey Vasquez. Wildcat play. He's inside the 10 to the 5-yard line, and we will start the fourth quarter. First and goal from the 5-yard line. You're enjoying Wildcat football right here on KWES. We'll be back with the final quarter of play. The score, Manor Mustangs 15, your Weslaco East Wildcats 15.
Did you not know that was about to happen? You saw how they put all their backs offset and out. I knew it was going to happen. It's the same. That's the play. I knew it was going to be direct snap to Ramsey, and hey, get behind. There was a mass of people blocking to the right side. All right, so
that there was. Hey guys, just want to remind you, if you're watching this game live on YouTube, make sure you share it. Let people know that the Wildcats are giving the Manor Mustang a run for their money. A team that came in from the Austin area thinking, you know what, we're playing a Valley team. This is going to be a cakewalk. And the Mustangs have them on their heels as we begin the fourth period. Welcome back to Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi. KWES bringing you this season opener of your Weslaco East Wildcats. KWES wants to thank Knapp Medical Center for being the season sponsor of your 2019 Wildcats. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by Coach Rock. And, Coach, this is a great football game here today.
Absolutely. And right now we're in position. We're on the 6-yard line. Right here, it's big-time football. This is, hey, who's going to fight the hardest for every inch? Because right now, defense don't want to give you anything. You got to fight right now. This is where the battle is really fought right here. And the last couple series, it's been the Wildcat winning that battle. So I'm hoping we see the same results here in just a second.
Well, they're in that same formation as we saw on the last play of the third quarter. They just put everybody on the right side. Ramsey's going to lower his shoulders, cut up the field. He's inside the 5. They're going to say to the 3-yard line, so it's going to be second and goal from the 3. So they finished the end of the third quarter with that quick Wildcat quarterback keeper, and they ran that same play on the first play on the fourth quarter.
Exactly. And the thing about that is this. They know what's going to happen. Even the Manor coaches know that. It's, can you stop it? Here it is to the left.
Wildcats fighting for every inch. They are down to the 1-yard line. Second down, another 2 yards. Now it's going to be third down, this time from the 1-yard line. So third and goal for your Wildcats. 11 minutes to go here in the ball game. It is tied at 15.
Yep. Hey, the Wildcats are right on the doorstep right now, guys. Right here. All right. Hey, if you're getting to see this on YouTube, you're seeing a great football game today. Here it goes. Let's see it.
Power
Put it in there,
right.
guys.
Garza the tailback. Ramsey under center.
Offsides.
Garza.
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown,
Wildcats.
Wildcats.
Yeah. Here you go, baby. Untouched. That's unbelievable, guys. You can see a very tired Maynard football team right now, and you see a very excited, fired up Wildcat football team, baby. Here we go.
21-15 is now your score. The Wildcats on top for the first time today. Extra point is pending. Gilbert Garza on to attempt the extra point. Raven Figueroa is your holder. Steely Munoz is the deep snapper. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, away. It is through the uprights, and it is now 21 points for your Wildcats.
22.
They lead 22 points with the extra point. 22-15 is now the score. The Wildcats up on top of this one. We'll be right back.
Yeah, you know, right now what happens, Joe, is that now Maynard's going to have to start start trying to do some things probably they're not used to doing, having to play from behind, all right, and doing this, and they may try to do some stuff that probably they can't handle, all right? So you got to see that, and that's what happens when you put this type of pressure on there, because, you know, at the high school level, you know, you got to teach your kids to play with pressure and this kind of thing. And early in the season, it's kind of hard to do. It really is. All right, as a coach and stuff, you know that, because you try to put your kids in these positions, but you can't get it till you're in a football game.
Yeah,
right? And you'll see that right now.
Yeah, there's nothing like real time. You know,
Right.
you are at practice every day. You're going
Yeah.
through drills. You're going through sequences, and it's a little different when you've got someone wearing a different colored jersey on the other side and doing it in real time.
Absolutely.
22-15 is your score. 10:34 to go in the ball game. Wildcats leading for the first time today. Last 4 possession for the Wildcats have been very impressive.
Exactly. This is the scary part right here, because, like I said, they got tremendous speed back here. Our kids have to get down the lanes, you know, cover the ball, you know, and get down there. I wish we had a kicker who could put it through the end zone. All right, but I'm not sure if we got one like that this year. But I do know this, you know, if you just go down your lanes, secure, and don't get off blocks, all right, and force them to run, you'll get a conversion and you'll get a tackle. All right, it's when you don't, you know, bad things can happen on a kickoff return.
Well, they've made some changes on the return team, have the Mustangs. They've got Nwabuko back there, along with Benson and Brooks.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me. Had 3 very good athletes.
So here comes Garza. Kick is away. It's in the direction of Benson and Nwabuko. Nwabuko is going to get it at the 3-yard
There.
line. Spin
Tackle
move,
him. Tackle
and
him.
he is
Tackle
brought
him.
down.
Good job.
Good job there by Jonathan Valadez,
Yeah.
as he made the initial contact, held him, and as you mentioned earlier, Coach, that's what you need to do is make contact, wrap them. The rest of the team's got to come back and finish them off, and that's
Absolutely.
exactly what the Wildcats did right
Exactly, because, you know, number 20 got in there, and then Ray Garcia did a great job of helping on that and getting this guy down. That's a heck of a job by their kickoff return team. Kickoff coverage team.
So the Mustangs start this first possession of the 4th quarter, and this is the worst field possession that they've had. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. We've got a new quarterback. No, it's not. It's still Hill. He hands it off to Brooks. Brooks with an outside juke move, and he tries to stiff arm the Wildcats, but nothing doing there. But a good run by Brooks as he gets across the 20 to the 24-yard line, and that's going to be about a 6-yard pickup for Brooks.
Great job by Hector Muniz right there, reading it, going out there. Our left corner here, number 35, Raven Figueroa, super job of coming off the block and stringing it. Good job by our secondary.
2nd down and 4. Hill's going to keep it, looking for some room, and there is not much there. He is stopped after about a 3-yard pickup. We'll see what they give him, because they're giving him a pretty generous spot there.
Yeah, it's a
but that's
first
going to
down.
move the chains. They're going to say he was brought down at the 28-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
That's the first time their quarterbacks ran the ball. You know, last year I guess he was a senior last year. They had a really athletic quarterback last year. You know, this year, you know, I'm sure they're good football players, but that's the first time he's touched the ball running.
1st and 10, and that's motion, so that's going to move them back 5 yards.
Good job of stemming. Good job by the coaching staff right there. Coach Guzman, that's a great call. You know, getting them to move. Now it's what?
1st and 15. We've got the Weslaco East coaching staff in the booth next to us, and we could hear a roar when that left guard moved.
Oh, yeah, because they work on that really hard. You know, they work on that stem, that kind of stuff. You can see them moving. That's awesome.
1st and 15. Benson and Brooks in the backfield. Fakes the handoff to Benson. Looking to his left. Ball is on its way, and a little bit of confusion as far as which direction the receiver was going to break. Looks like the quarterback was expecting him to break inside, and he broke outside. The intended receiver was Drew Steele.
Right, and the ball was thrown behind him. You know, that kind of thing. So, you know, brings up now 2nd and long. This is exactly where you want the Manor Mustangs if you're a Wildcat.
4-man front for the Wildcats. Brooks the only back there. Looking to
Swing.
throw again to the left. This time the ball is low,
Should be no
incomplete
catch.
pass.
Incomplete.
The intended receiver was Benson.
So, what did I say earlier? They're having to do things different. The Wildcats have changed them to do things different.
Want to send a big shout out to John Boswell, former Wildcat coach, former KWES commentator. Thank you so much for chiming in on YouTube.
Thank you, John. Hey, love you, big guy.
Had a chance to work with Coach Boswell for many years here on KWES. Enjoyed it. Learned a lot from him. 3rd and 15 for the Mustangs. Brooks in motion. 3 receivers to the top of your screen, and we've got motion on the Mustangs. So that's going to move them back 5 more yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 20. So we sent some frustration in the offense of the Mustangs. The last 2 possessions, they have not been able to do much.
No, but they right now, when you get up on somebody going into the 4th quarter, they start to press.
Smack them in the mouth.
Exactly. And they have to do things they're not used to. Right there, that was going to be a bubble screen up top to their tailback, all right, to get him in open field.
Either him or Benson, because they had Benson out there as well. And Benson is one of those shifty running backs that is very talented on this field. And there we go. This is a
screen,
and it's
Touchdown.
intercepted by the
Touchdown.
Wildcats. And that is Brandon Galvan, who snipped that one out to perfection. And he picked it off and took it to the end zone. And now we need a big man dance.
That's it, baby. Right there. Hey, again, like I've been saying, now have they ran a screen this whole game? No. They have to be forced to do things that they're not used to doing. And mistakes happen. And that's a big one. And a plus for the Wildcats, baby. Here we go.
Brando Galvan saw Benford coming out to his side and saw that was going to be a screen, and he grabbed that ball and took it to the house.
He read it perfectly. Tremendous job.
Gilbert Garza adds the point after. And now the Mustangs find themselves on their heels because the Wildcats have put 2 unanswered touchdowns on them and now lead by a score of 29-15. We've got 8:48 left in this contest. We'll be right back. You're enjoying Wildcat football right here on KWES.
That's special. When your defense can do that, that is special.
Coach, they tried to run something a little sneaky on the Wildcats. They ran Brooks out to the left, and then, of course, Benson stayed in the backfield.
Right.
He came out to the right, and Brando did a great job sniffing that out.
It's a double read. You can either throw it there or throw it back to your screen. And I'm going to tell you, our kids, Brando did a tremendous job. He came right down the line with the back. The back wasn't wide open. There it is. And the quarterback forced to do something. Hey, great job by the Wildcats. Good job by the defense.
Welcome back to Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi. KWES bringing you this game, the season opener of your Weslaco East Wildcats. We want to thank Knapp Medical Center as they are the season sponsor for the 2019 Wildcats. 8:48 left in this contest. Wildcats up by a score of 29-15. Again, we had some adjustments by the Mustangs on their return team. They got Benford back there, along with Nwabuko and Brooks. Garza on to kick. Kick is away. It's a good one. Benford back to the 2. He's going to take it at the 2,
That's
looking
holding
for some room.
And
he is upended by the Wildcats, Mando Santos.
Oh, big hit by Santos.
Gio Barrera.
Yes, Gio Barrera. Yeah, good job by Gio Barrera. Came in and just knifed him down. Tremendous tackle on the kickoff. Excellent job. Good job again by the Wildcats.
There's going to be a 2-minute hydration break on the field, so they're going to take a break on the field. We'll take one alongside of them. You're enjoying Wildcat football. 8:43 left to go in this one. Wildcats up 29-15 right here on KWES. Yeah, that's good. That's not bad.
It is good.
job offensively. They've been moving the ball. They've been able to win the match in the trenches and have been able to push Maynard back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Defensively, they are, for the most part, doing the same thing. The Mustangs scored twice in the first half. They have yet to score in the second half.
Absolutely. Their defense, as you can see, they're growing. They're getting better every snap.
I'm not sure about this, Coach. I may be wrong, but has Maynard gotten across midfield in the second half?
No, I don't think I've seen them past the 30. Not really. I said they're doing, defensively they're doing our Wildcats are playing extremely hard. All right. These kids, they're winners. They want to win. They play extremely hard. They love their school. They're a family. They are a brotherhood, of kids, and they grow up, obviously, on the east side of Weslaco, and, they're humble, hardworking, bring your pail to work kids, and they get after it. It's just outstanding. It's just great to see them.
Welcome back to Buccaneers Stadium in Corpus Christi. KWES bringing you the season opener of your Weslaco East Wildcats. 8:43 left to go in this contest. Your Wildcats up by a score of 29-15. Play action. Hill trying to get the ball across the middle to Brooks. I'm sorry, that is not Brooks. That is going to be Fletcher, and that is in and out of his hands. A little look of desperation on the part of the Manor Mustangs. We did not see him throw any passes in the first half, and if they did, maybe one. Yeah. But here in the second half, we've seen him try to go to that passing play, but there really isn't much going on there. Brooks, the lone setback, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Again, this time Hill backing up, trying to throw it up the middle. It is caught, and this is a big play by the Mustangs. This is going to be a 76-yard TD for the Mustangs. It is going to be Hill to Carl Chester.
Yeah, just a deep end pattern to number 13 Chester, and Hill did a good job of getting that. But I would, as an offensive line coach, I can see that. I don't know, they're discussing something here, but
there is a flag on the play. That's what the PA announcer mentioned. But as soon as Chester crossed the end zone, I looked back and I did not see any flags. But they're going to say illegal lineman down the field, so that's going to nullify the touchdown and bring it back.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was going to say that when I saw it.
It's way over there in the 20.
I didn't want to, I said I saw something, and I was about to say, it's that spoils something. They scored a touchdown, but I knew I saw something. I said, man, it looked like, I believe it was number 59 or their right tackle was a little bit deep right there. So I was like, there we go. All right, and there it was.
Yeah, I missed it. I was looking at the middle of the field, but that one was back on the 20-yard line between the yard marker and the sideline.
You can tell it's him because he's really got his head down and he's kind of disgusted. So, that happens. Mistakes happen. They're starting to push, but again, don't take nothing away from Maynard. They're explosive. I mean, one play, you can see they can get the field really fast with that kind of athletes they have.
Yeah, they can score quickly. So here we go. 2nd down and 15, ball at the 18-yard line. 8:24 left in this contest. Brooks the only back in the backfield. He's in a state of block. Hill going deep in the middle. And what a great job there by Hector Muñiz, coming across from his safety position to almost pick that one off. We talked about him earlier and his athleticism and how he does stuff on both sides of the ball. And there's a good indication of just how well he plays on defense.
Yeah, they're trying to get that ball to Darian Butler right there, down the middle. But, hey, our safeties did a tremendous job. Muñiz did a great job, all right, and the ball was a little bit high. It was kind of there, but Muñiz came in and distracted the receiver and did a great job.
3rd down and 15 for Manor. We've got motion, so that's going to move them back 5 more yards. And that time, the Wildcats only showing a 3-man front.
Exactly. Well, absolutely. They went into their 3-4 type look, all right, right there, which is kind of a 50-dang defense, all right. But they shifted into it and, again, got them to move, got them to jump. Again, those are free 5 yards that are going back on Maynard, and it just helps us. So now it's 3rd and forever. So here we go.
3rd and 20. Ball all the way down to the 13-yard line. They got to get to the 33. Hill looking to his left. He's going to throw the ball up the middle.
Could be-
Oh, and
Oh,
Ramsey just could not get that one,
no.
and it is caught. And this is going to be 6 points for the Mustangs.
Yeah, like I said, they're real explosive right there. That could've-
Darian Fletcher with an 82-yard touchdown pass and catch from Hill to Fletcher.
Yeah, that obviously, like I said, they got great athletes. That big play. That right there, that could have gone either way. We just misjudged the jump right there because our defensive kids were in position to make a play right there. It just hit off their hands, and luckily right into the for Maynard, and unlucky for us that it just dropped in his hands, and there it is, touchdown.
I really thought Ramsey was going to pick that off.
I did too.
Nathaniel Jackson is the holder. The kicker is not on our roster. We've got something happened on the field, so we got an officials timeout
have a kid.
on the field, so we'll take a timeout with them as well. We'll be right back. We've got 8:02 left on the clock. 29-21. Wildcats leading this one, point after pending. We'll be right back here on KWES. We got a player on the field, and they're tending to. He's coming out on his own power, so that's always good to see. So we'll chime back in live. Welcome back to Buccaneers Stadium after an official's timeout on the field after the touchdown pass from Hill to Fletcher, 82 yards. We've got the point after coming.
Be nice to get a block right here.
Jackson the holder. Kicker not on our roster, so I don't know what his name is. Good snap,
Tie.
good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 29-22 is now the score. 8:02 left to go in the ball game.
22.
Wildcats lead this one, Coach. It's a ball game.
It's a heck of a football game. You never can count out anybody, especially. I mean, we made a big play right there and got a touchdown on our defense, which is a great job, great motivator. All right, but hey, and then Maynard comes back, scores, but they get a penalty and they come back. Hey, and that's the way the ball bounces sometimes. It's not like it was a bad play. Ramsey did a heck of a job, got up. We just didn't knock the ball down, didn't make the interception, so it pops off his fingers and floats into his hands. I mean, it's football. All right, that's how it goes sometimes. So, but now we're in control of our destiny here. Get the ball, get a good return, and just march the football down and score again. I mean, that's milk the clock. All right, do it. Don't make mistakes. Don't get in a hurry.
Yeah, make
All
it
right?
a 2-possession game.
Exactly.
Milk the clock, make it a 2-possession game. What the Wildcats need to do is what Deion Sanders used to say, you got to have amnesia. Forget what just happened
right.
and move forward.
Exactly.
Ramsey Vasquez, John Animas back to return this one for the Wildcats. Maynard set to kick, making sure he's got all 11 players on the field. It's going to be in the direction of Ramsey Vasquez. He's going to field this one at the 9, looking for a seam. Going to bounce it outside. We got a flag. He's going to be stopped at the 27-yard line. Looks like they were trying to hold him up and strip the football.
Yeah, it's going to be against the Wildcats, unfortunately, I believe here. Using, yep.
On the receiving team, number 3. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
So now we're going to start a little bit deeper, but that's okay. I mean, all we're going to do is come after it. Let's go. Stay within the game plan and keep playing.
That penalty took place at the 19, so they'll mark it down at the 9. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 7:53 remaining in the ball game. Wildcats lead this one 29-22. They trailed at halftime 15-8. And here in the second half have been able to score 3 times. We'll go over those with you in just a little while. Villalobos in at quarterback. Power eye right. Garza is the tailback. Handoff.
Run hard. That's
And
it.
that's going
Nice
to be
run by
a good
Cardoso.
3-yard pickup by Carrasco.
Yeah, good job by Carrasco running the ball
Cardosa,
right there.
I'm sorry,
Cardosa.
Cardosa.
And good job by Pedro Posadas. Did a great job of moving his kid off the ball. All right, you can see him at the end of the play. He is just fighting to block. Good job up front by our offensive line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats.
Ball is spotted at the 11-yard line, so that's going to be a 3-yard pickup. Ramsey making his way back onto the field. 11 seconds left on the play clock. 7 seconds, they're barely breaking the huddle.
Better get it off.
3 seconds.
Timeout.
Yeah, that play clock was beginning to be a little bit of a problem as they were trying to get the right personnel on the field. 7:06 left in this one, Coach. 29-22, Wildcats lead this one. We talked about the Wildcats scoring 3 times here in the second half.
It looks like a little bit different from last year. Last year we were behind, pressing, to get back in the game and and score and that kind of stuff, and we did, and it became real close. Now it's the shoes on the other foot right now. So we have control of the football game. We just need to make some first downs right now. It's big right now to make first downs, even if we don't score. If we can push the ball and get it across the midfield, all right, and pin them back deep, that's advantage to us, all right? So, obviously the greatest thing would be scoring, and we want to do that, but we have to move the ball out of this territory.
Yeah, the Wildcats were down 15-0. They scored right before half, 2-yard run by Russell Garza, and then in the third quarter, Ramsey Vasquez with a 30-yard touchdown run, and then Garza with another 2-yard touchdown run, and then the interception by Brando Galvan. Those were 3 touchdowns here in the second half. Ramsey Vasquez with some great running to the 15-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, what a tremendous job. What a good cut outside that Ramsey did, and picked up some great yardage and stuff. You see, they had 2 Manor guys traveling, and that kid's feet are moving, and he's fighting. Oh, my God, that is special to watch kids like this play hard. All right, and when they play hard, great things happen for them.
Yeah, Ramsey's one of those guys that plays a lot of football. He's on both sides of the football. He's also returning punts and kickoffs. And I remember last year, Coach Burgett said, I need to get the ball into the hands of Ramsey Vasquez more often.
Absolutely.
So here we go. Here's that stack formation again. Ramsey out to the right side, looking for a hole. Couldn't find one, and is met 1 yard beyond the line of scrimmage at the 16-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 4.
Quarterback keep by number 4, Ramsey Vasquez for the Wildcats.
Manor Mustangs making some adjustments there on that play.
They did. They saw it. Actually, they rolled up their free safety. I don't know if you saw him. He was in on the play, number 7 again. All right, on that play, Devin Lemire, all right, called his name a lot, all right, but that time they really rolled him up tight inside, and, he was there to help make the stop.
Butler back deep to return this one. Javi Garza on the punt. Punt is away. It's a good one.
Roll.
High.
Roll.
Takes a
Roll.
Wildcat bounce.
Roll.
Butler
Roll.
gets out of the way.
Roll.
Goes down inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. That's where it's going to be downed. And the Manor Mustangs will get the football with 5:26 to go in the ball game at their own 38. And we've got another flag on the play.
Going to be another unsportsmanlike conduct, I do believe. All right. Which is going to push them back a little bit further because that flag flew in and our kids are clapping their hands. So I believe that's what we're going to see.
I'm looking for the referee there.
But a real good job on our punt team to get the ball on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's what you want in a situation like that. All right. So good job by our punt team. Again, there it is.
Couldn't hear the number. I don't think his mic was on or they're having technical difficulties, but it is an unsportsmanlike conduct, just as you mentioned, Coach, against the Manor Mustangs. So now we got to wait for that one to be marched off.
They're going to mark it off. Going back, guys. Go
Manor
back
trying to sneak a one away from themselves by lining up at the 38. But no can do because you got to march 15 yards backwards.
That's right.
So that's going to be placed at the 23-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs with 5:26 to go in the contest.
So there they are back in there, three wide this way, 1 wide at the top and stuff. So looks like they want to throw the football again.
Brooks again, the only one in the backfield.
Nope.
They're going to hand the ball off to him. Looking to find some room on the left side. He's going to turn the corner, get across the 25, and then step out of bounds at the 26 to stop the clock. But again, another flag comes in.
Not sure what that is. It's late, so it's got to be something. All right, and the way Maynard's talking, it looks like it's against them again.
Yeah, the body language of Manor looked like it's against them, Coach.
Right.
Because you've got a couple of guys jumping and hollering and shaking their heads. So they're going to find out where they're going to mark it off from. And that's the discussion right now.
Yeah, just trying to find the spot where it all happened and everything and coming back.
And that'll probably be a 10-yard penalty.
Yep.
Because I think it's going to be holding.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's going to be of the unsportsmanlike variety.
No, they didn't say it.
Referee getting the
They're having a big
lowdown
discussion on
from
this
the
one,
back
I guarantee
judge.
you.
Yeah, it's a longer discussion.
Yeah.
But again, you know, we're wondering why some of these plays are looking the way they're looking. Well, because we've got some holding and some illegal blocks happening, and
Absolutely.
because these Wildcats are playing some really good football.
They really are. The kids are playing really tough upside. There's no flag. They waved the flag off. All right, so I guess they finally discussed it, and there's nothing. Okay, here we go. All right.
So after that long discussion, they're going to say it's a 3-yard pickup. Ball will be spotted at the 26-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. 5:18 left to go in the contest. Brooks did step out of bounds, so it stopped the clock. So the clock will not resume until the snap of the football. 29-22 is your score. Wildcats lead this one. 4-man front for your Wildcats. Snap. Delayed handoff to Brooks.
Nice.
Brooks
Good
looking
job.
to try to make something happen on the left side, but the Wildcats not giving them much, only 2 yards, and that's a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, great job by Isaiah Martinez right there. And number 5, Jordan Velasquez on a big stop. But great job by the nose guard, number 72, Isaiah Martinez.
So they're going to say it's only a 2-yard pickup to the 28-yard line. So that'll be 3rd down and 6.
This is a big play for the Wildcats here. We got to get a good stop here. We can get a good stop right here. You know, it may force them to have to go on 4th down.
Hill dropping back, looking left. Ball is in and out of the hands of Chester. Incomplete pass, 4th and 6 from the 28-yard line. Clock stops with 4:34. Let's see what they decide to do, Coach.
They got a big decision to make right here. I don't think they want the ball in the hands of the Wildcats right now. So we'll see what happens, you know. But if we can get a stop right here, that's big. Great field position to finish off this football game.
I don't see any personnel changes. We
No.
are down to 14 seconds on the play clock. They're
rolling the dice right now. Here they come, you know.
They're going to
So
call
they'll
a
make
timeout is
chance.
what they're going to do, Coach.
Probably so.
6 seconds. 3 receivers to the top of your screen.
Nope.
Snap to Hill. Rollout.
Screen
Delayed
back
handoff
this
to
way.
Brooks. Brooks is hit. Dropped at the 34-yard
Picked it up.
line, but that's going to be a 1st down.
Yeah, they picked up the 1st down. I saw that. It just, you know, what you call sprint draw, okay? So you notice the quarterback sprinting out left and came right back with Brooks coming back the other way on a sprint draw. All right, first time I've seen him play that all night.
Clock is moving with 4:11 to go now, 4:10. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball at their own 35-yard line. 29-22 is your score.
Come on, defense. Let's go.
Brooks stays in the block this time. Hill looking in the middle. In and out of the hands of Chester, and Ramsey.
Almost picked off by
Almost
Ramsey.
able to pick that one off as well.
Yep, it was close. You know, if he's a step back, I think he picks it up. He's just going forward a little bit, then it glanced off his right hand. All right, but, you know, it was close. If he had seen it just a hair longer, sooner, I think he would have been picked that off and down the left sidelines.
The incomplete pass will stop the clock with 3:56 to go here in the ball game. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Brooks the only back in the backfield. They're going to send Benford in motion.
Yep, here he
Jet
comes.
sweep to Benford. He's going to cut up the field. He is met in the secondary by the Wildcats. They stop him at the 46-yard line. That's going to be an 11-yard pickup, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, good job by Ramsey Vasquez and also by Raven Figueroa right there to make the stop there on the running back.
Yeah, Jordan Velasquez in the mix as well. Clock is moving. 3:35 to go in this contest. This time they're going to send 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Brooks, the only running back in the backfield. Hill, quarterback. He's going to move to his left. He's going to keep the ball. Flag, that's usually in the area of holding.
Flag on the play.
Yep, it's holding
Yep.
against the Mustangs.
Number 59.
Yep.
Offense. 10 yards.
Clock stops with 3:20 to go, but more importantly, it's going to march off 10 yards
Exactly.
in the other direction. We'll repeat first down, but it's going to be first down and 20 from the 36-yard line of the Mustangs.
Now, Marcus Solis just came in the game for ECIS. They're trying to get some fresh D linemen in there, right now because it's crunch time right now. It's warm and everything else. You want to put some fresh bodies in there.
Same formation for the Mustangs. 3 receivers at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. Taj Brooks, the only back. They're going to send a little screen to him. He's going to cut up field. But the
Make the
Wildcats doing a
Good
great
job.
job giving him just a little bit and stopping him after about a 2-yard pickup.
Right, they've been trying to run that play all night long, that little swing to out to Brooks, that kind of stuff. But a great job by number 90, getting down the line, Leo Guerra. All right, and then obviously the outside linebackers coming in and doing a tremendous job of cleaning up. Javi Garza right there on the play. Excellent job by the defense.
2 receivers to each side of the football. Hill looking to his right. Pass is on its way, and again, some confusion between the quarterback and the receiver, where the receiver goes outside and the ball comes inside. That's the second time we see that tonight. Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 2:19 to go here in the ball game, but it is 3rd and 18 for the Mustangs.
Exactly. We need a big stop right here, and then it'll be 4th and long. Obviously, they're going to go for it. They have 2 downs here to make 18 yards. But, hey, we need to get a big stop. Come on, Wildcat defense. Here we go, baby. Let's go now. Big play.
2:19 left in this contest. Same formation, 2 receivers to both sides of the football. Hill looking to his left, lets the ball go deep. Hector Muniz out there along with Animas doing a great job defensively, not giving much up. And the intended receiver was Butler, their go-to guy. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 18 with 2:12 left in the contest.
Exactly. Now it's 4th in desperation. Don't get beat deep. All right, keep everything in front of you. This kind of thing. Don't let them go on a long run. That kind of stuff. Play good, disciplined football. All right, up front, secondary, everything. Keep the ball in front of you.
3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Brooks in the backfield. Hill, the quarterback. Snap. He rolls out to his right. Looking.
He's in the pocket.
Ball is on its way. It is caught. Great grab there by Darian Fletcher on the sideline. I want to see where they're going to spot it because they needed 18 yards. I think he got 19.
He sure did. They got the first down on that. Just a big, just a deep comeback pattern out on the right side. But we got a flag down.
Personal foul, defense, late hit on the quarterback. 15-yard penalty after the run. First down.
And that's the first one against the Wildcats.
Yep.
Pass completed to number 21, Darian Fletcher.
But Fletcher,
First down for
the presence of mind in that young man, knowing you need 18, and he gets 19.
He does. It's a great pitch and catch right there for the Manor Mustangs. All right. As far as that goes, the quarterback put it on the money, and the kid made a good grab and got the first down.
2:05 left to go in the ball game.
But the tough thing is that we give them a free, extra yardage right there on the roughing call.
15 extra yards. 29-22, Wildcats leading this one. 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Brooks. No, Hill's going to keep it. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a flag.
I think it's holding on number 58.
We'll see what they say.
Or 59, excuse me.
Here comes the referee.
No, it's 58. Oh, illegal chop. One high, one low.
So that's going to be a penalty on the Mustangs.
Yep.
We had a couple of holdings, a couple of
It's a big one,
procedures,
too.
and now we've got illegal blocks, and that's going to be a
chop block.
15-yard penalty.
Exactly. That's a high-low on those 2 offensive linemen and stuff. You can see what they did that, to ECIS is what it was. So I saw it, all right, and, good call by the referees to see that because a lot of times that's hard to see in the trenches. They get away with that a whole bunch.
1st and 25 from the 42-yard line. 2 minutes to go in this ball game. Brooks, the ball carrier. He's going to bounce it outside. He's going to be stopped at about the 28-yard line, so he's going to pick up about the 15 yards that they got penalized for, but he was knocked down in the field of play, so the clock continues to move.
Yeah.
For the Wildcats, number 4, Ramsey Vasquez.
So he's going to pick up officially 16 because the
Yeah.
ball is going to be spotted at the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs.
Clock is just, it's ticking. It's down
15
to 1.
seconds have gone off the clock since he was tackled. Hill looking for a quick pass. He gets it. It's in the hands of his receiver, Fletcher. Fletcher is knocked down inside the 15-yard line at the 14. Clock will stop with 1:20 for
Move
the
the
clock
sticks,
to move.
yeah.
And then the clock will
going.
move. And now it's moving.
Number 40, Urban Morin.
Right now, we got to have a big stop here. Come on now, Wildcats, let's go. Hey, we're there. All we have to do is come up big right now, defense.
Snap
They're
is
gonna
away.
get the
Hand
ball.
off to Brooks.
Good
Brooks
job.
is hit. He
Block,
blocks it outside.
tackle him.
And
Good
they
job.
bring him down.
Great stop by Isaiah Martinez. He's the one that came off the inside from the nose guard position and hit him in the backfield, which slowed it down. All right, and the rest of the defense came to converge.
Yeah, Brooks did a great job keeping his feet moving, staying on his feet, and getting across the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard pickup because there was really nothing there. But more importantly, the Wildcats doing a great job making sure that didn't break for a big play.
Exactly. Good job up front. Good job by the linebackers. Everybody come up, did a tremendous job there to make that stop. We have 49 seconds left in this football game. So, hey, and here it all is right here in front. Good stop right here by the Wildcats. They will win a football game.
I am not keeping track of the timeouts. There is not a timeout marker
No,
on
there's
the
not.
scoreboard. But if I am correct, that is the last Mustang timeout.
That's good. That means the clock's got to go. They have to throw the football.
And I think that is why they called the timeout, because they may not have any more timeouts, and there's under a minute to go, so they've got to go, for the most part, from here on out, no huddle.
Right, exactly. So you can see they're spreading it out and this kind of thing. Let's see what happens. I don't know if they're going to hand it to their big guy, or I think they're going to try to throw the ball.
49 seconds left in this contest. 2nd down, 8 from the 13-yard line. The Mustangs with the football. Quick pass to Fletcher, and that is a touchdown. That was a quick 3-yard in. He was hit at the 2, fell forward. Touchdown, Mustangs.
See, that, and that's the thing, especially down in the goal line and stuff, you cannot let receivers, free inside, okay? Because that's going to happen to you right there when that happens. If they get a free release inside, it's just really easy. All right, so they're looking to tie this game up. So this game might be going into overtime. Unless we can get a block here. Should be nice.
So here we go. Point after.
Block.
29-28 is your score. 44 seconds left in the ballgame. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 44 seconds left in the contest, it is now 29 points for your Wildcats, 29 points for the Mustangs.
Wow.
Coach, we may be going into overtime.
Exactly. It just high school football is so fun to see because there's so many momentum switches and changes and stuff. You have 2 really good football teams playing here tonight. And this is an indication of both their seasons. They're both going to have great seasons this year because there's a lot of pride on both sides. For Manor to come back and score to tie the game up, their kids want to win. And now we're going into overtime probably. You got 44 seconds, but you never know. Anything can happen in 44 seconds. You got 1 click left on the clock. We get a good run right here. Hey, break something, it could be a touchdown.
Well, you got Animas and you've got Vasquez back there. Anything can happen.
Absolutely.
So 44 seconds left on the clock. Score is tied at 29. Maynard just came back to tie up the ball game. They got the kick team on the field. Burgett talking it over with his kick return team. Animas going back there.
Things can change so fast in this game. And as a head coach,
and they've got their hands team on the field.
Exactly. You think about it as a coach, like, wow, I'm up by 2 scores, but things change so fast. in
Yeah,
this
they got
game.
Muniz and Animas back there.
Exactly. They kick it. Oh, a little pooch.
A pooch kick.
Get on it. Get on it.
Animas picks it up, and he is hit as soon as he grabs it. Ball is loose.
Oh, it looks like we got the ball. I don't think Maynard's celebrating, so.
Okay, it's Animas comes back up with the
Right.
football.
On the return for the Wildcats.
That's always scary.
John Animas. The first and 10 Wildcats.
Good kick by the kicker, finding an open spot. And that ball hit the ground and bounced pretty high. But Animas doing a good job getting it at its highest point, coming down, but it was hit hard.
Exactly.
It's going to be first and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 23-yard line with 40 seconds left to go in this ball game. Score is tied at 29.
It's a tough situation right here. You know, what do you do? I think, the smartest thing is, run a couple, get the clock out.
Looks like we're going to go into overtime.
And go to overtime. Yeah, I think we are. Yeah, this is a smart thing to do.
They're just going to kneel it,
Exactly.
and they've got to do that one more time.
Why ain't the clock
Well, actually, they
running,
do not, because there's a 1
There it
second
is.
differential between the game clock and the play clock. 33 seconds left on the play clock, and the game clock is not even, play clock hasn't even started. So they officially do not have to run another play,
Right.
and they will not run another play. So
Here we
we
go.
are headed to overtime.
First game, right out the bat. Here we go, right into overtime. All right, and these are things that, which staff has prepared their kids for this the most, that kind of stuff. Is this something you work on, that kind of thing? As a head coach, you have to work on this situation. We're going to get the ball here on the 25-yard line, going in, and they're going to get it, that kind of stuff. And you know what you do. What have you prepared yourself? Do you have a package for this time? A lot of things go on to this, and coaches that prepare themselves for this situation, even right now, because a lot of times, you don't think about those things. Overtime first game, that ain't going to happen. Anything can happen in high school football.
Well, we are officially over here in regulation. Score is tied at 29. And as Coach Rock was letting you know, we are headed to overtime. First game of the season, and we are headed to overtime. So we'll find out who will have the ball first.
Oh, well. Awesome. And this is times where, as a head coach, it'll age you a little bit having to do this early and this kind of stuff, because, it's just there's a lot of emotion that goes on in this game, and there's a lot of work that prepares kids for this game, and the amount of time coaches have to put in, and the amount of time the kids have to put in, and that kind of stuff. So that's a reason you only play 10 ball games a year. And if you're fortunate, you can play more. Obviously, you get in the playoffs and stuff like that. All right. It takes a lot to get this performance on the field, from the practice field to the game field. It is just you just can't imagine the amount of time and the preparation and what you have to do and everything that you got to go, because if you try to put the kids in great positions to be successful, and you see two pretty well prepared football teams for the first game of the season.
Well, Coach, you talk about preparing your kids for the regular season. Of course, when we talk regular season, we're talking district play. And Coach Burgett does a great job in that, because you mentioned right now just how well prepared they are for today's ball game, playing this caliber of football this early in the season against this caliber of opponent in Manor. And Coach Burgett doesn't make it any easier, because next week they travel to Laredo to take on Alexander.
Yeah, and they're always tough. Alexander does. Their head coaches, their coaches do a good job over at Alexander. They get their kids to play at a high level also. So every week, it's not going to be easy. We got 3 really tough football games. That's going to prepare us for district play, because then the following week, it don't get any easier. You got to travel to Brownsville to play Hannah, who has a good football team. I mean, you can tell that last night they put, 40 points on McAllen Memorial, end up losing the game 42-40, but good football, obviously good offensive football, and they play good defense over there too. Coach Guest does a good job of getting his kids prepared too, like all of them. I always, and I'm always going to toot the horn of the Valley coaches, because they do, from program to program, you can see that kids are being taught how to play this game right. and that is awesome to see.
You talk about being prepared for district play, and 31-6A is a very tough district. We saw a big-time football game between Edinburgh Vela and Laredo United.
Absolutely.
51-46, I believe, was the final score. Vela winning that one in the shootout. And then last night, Weslaco High losing a heartbreaker to Nicky Rowe. They almost were able to pull that one away. But nonetheless, there's going to be some stiff competition in District 31-6A.
Yeah, and you talking about Nicky Rowe, a lot of people talk about, but Coach Flores over there, it's been, this is going his third, fourth year or whatever. He started to build a program at Nicky Rowe. Obviously, they got a good football team. They got a great little quarterback, Jonas Ortiz, so, that's no slouch for Weslaco and whatever, again, Wesco coming in there, and, Coach Stroman, and he's a hell of a man, and a good guy, and he's a great coach, and he'll get them guys bounced right back, and fired up for next week when they play Elsa, I guarantee you.
Well, we are set to get underway here in overtime. Manor with the football first. They won the toss. They opted to play defense.
They use it. That's generally what you want to do.
Yeah, okay.
You want to play defense, all right? Because if you get a stop, then you have the ball, you have the momentum,
So here we go. Wildcats on offense. Villalobos quarterback, power eye left. Garza with the carry. He's going to pick up 5 yards on the first play from scrimmage.
Exactly. Good job right there. Great lead block there by Randy Cardoza. All right, and then Garza just running hard. Great hole over the left side right there with Pedro Pedraza, and super job up front.
Steely Munoz. They're going to officially give them 4. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. No clock in overtime. It's just possession.
Got a power eye right here. Mario that way.
Villalobos is going to keep it, try to run off the left side. He's going to lower his head. He's going to pick up 3,
About 3
and that'll
yards.
bring up a 3rd down and 3 for your Wildcats.
Right. So now it's still 2-possession game right here, as far as this downs are concerned, because, you're down there, you're going to get 10 yards, 4 plays. It's just the way it is. Now, you might want to opt for a field goal. Sometimes that happens, but
3rd down and 3 from the 18-yard line. Power eye left. Villalobos the quarterback. Garza the tailback. He's going to take the toss to the left. He's got some running room.
There you
Inside
go.
the 15,
Nice.
he's going
First
to
down.
power his way to the 12. However, we do have a flag on the play, and that's usually a holding call in that area. Manor players clapping their hands.
yeah. They got it on Cardoza.
So that'll move it back 10 yards. But that's a spot foul, so we'll see where they spot it at.
So we're going to go right about there.
3rd and 10.
Still 3rd and 10.
So here we go. 3rd down, 10 yards to go for your Wildcats. We are in overtime, tied at 29. Played 4 quarters, and now we got to play a little bit more.
Yeah, we need a big play right here.
Power eye right. They're going to send Badillo split to the right. Garza, the fullback. Toss is to
Toss
Garza
again.
to the right. Looking for some running room. He's hit in the backfield, falls forward for 2 yards. That was a big play by Monsieur Ding.
Yeah, it was. Russell Gardner. He looked like he stopped. He was trying to cut it back inside, to hit that seam, but Regime was right there to make the play. So now we got 4th down. So big decision here for the Wildcats.
4th down. We'll see what they opt to do. It looks like they are going to kick a
kick
field goal. It's
kick
going to
a
be
field
a
goal, try to get some
41-yard field goal
Try to get some
on
points
the
on the
leg
board.
of Gilbert Garza. Figueroa, the holder. Good snap. Good hold. Kick is up.
Maybe if he crosses.
Kick is good, but we've got a whistle. Prior to the snap, timeout, Wildcats. They're only given 1, so that's the only one they get.
Wow.
So a timeout called on a 41-yard field goal in overtime.
Looked
From
like it
here,
crossed the
it
bar.
looked like it was good.
Yeah.
But, of course, since a timeout was called, we got no indication from the guys in the striped shirts.
Nope.
So they're going to have to do that one all over again unless they opt to go for it.
Yeah, it's kind of like everything. It's first game for the referees, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of that little stuff, like, it's kind of hard to understand what some of the things they're doing. There's been some stoppage in play and nothing's happened. I'm like, whoa, okay. But again, it's early for them too.
So here we'll do it all over again.
Yep.
Garza lined up for a 41-yard field goal. Figueroa the holder. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Just squeaked over the top, but a heck of a job. Good job by the kicker. Good job.
So Garza gives the Wildcats a lead, 32-29. Now the Manor Mustangs will get the football. The Wildcats have to keep them out of the end zone.
Exactly. If they can stop them here, the game's over. Yeah, that kind of stuff. If they kick a field goal, there we go. We go to another one.
We go to another
All right.
series.
Or if they score, unfortunately, then
It's all over.
it's all over.
So the defense needs to come up big.
Yes, they
Offense came up with 3 points. Defense has got to keep them out of the end zone.
They sure do.
Hill, the quarterback, he's got Brooks and Benford in the backfield.
Gonna play good defense.
2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top in Fletcher.
Is Ramsey out there?
Handoff is to Benford. Looking to bounce this one outside, and there's going to be a holding on the
Yep,
Mustangs.
Exactly.
Right here on the end, they were trying to seal the end, but they were holding instead.
Exactly. So good job right there. That's going to push them back. Yep. Against the offense, that pushes them back 10 yards, so that's big, especially in overtime.
So it's a spot foul, so that's going to bring it out to the 32-yard line. So we're going to do first down all over again, but
Exactly.
this time it's going to be first down and about 17 yards.
But this is where the Wildcats really got to bear down right here. Let's make a big play.
Brooks the only back in the backfield. Hill the quarterback. I think they are trying to get away from moving whenever the Wildcats move.
They read something.
Almost picked
That
off
was
by the
almost
Wildcats.
over with.
That one was behind the intended receiver, and Raven Figueroa almost had himself a Christmas present.
Yeah, that game over at that point. Wow.
Intended
It's all
receiver
right.
was Drew Steele.
Exactly. So now we got second down and long.
2nd and 17 from the 32-yard line. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Brooks, the lone setback in the backfield with Hill.
Gotta get
They're
some-
going to move him
That's
out.
holding
There's going to be
right there. Call it.
Hill is running with the football. He is hit, not brought down. He's going to pick up the 7 yards they lost on the holding call. Get to the original line of scrimmage, maybe.
I mean, right in front of the referee. All right, they tackle him, our defensive end. It's just,
He's going to pick up 6 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 11.
here we go. Now we got to get a big stop here and force him into 4th down.
They ran that delayed draw play, but they did not hand it off to Brooks. Hill kept
No,
it.
Exactly.
Was looking for a receiver, couldn't find anybody, decided to run it, picked up 6 yards. 6 seconds left on the play clock. 4. Snap is away.
Low snap.
Hill
There's
looking for
another.
a receiver. We've got an interception.
Game over.
Game over. This time Figueroa picks the ball off. He doesn't have to return it, but he does anyway. There is a flag on the play.
Game's over.
Flag on the play.
We'll wait to see what the flag is. But if it's a post-possession flag, game is over. If it's a pre-possession flag,
There was a flag, but,
but
it was holding.
against
It's
Maynard.
Maynard.
If
It
it's
was a
against
holding.
Maynard,
Yeah, it was
that's
a
what I'm
holding
saying.
call. Yeah, it was a holding call. I saw it. The white shirt, I mean, they tackled our kid again.
Right. If the pre-possession flag is against Maynard, it's still game over.
Right.
So we'll see and wait for this one to be decided
Yes, I mean, the white.
on the field right there by the guys in the striped shirts. Great interception there by Figueroa. He almost had himself one a few seconds ago.
Right.
But this time he secured it. So here comes the official call from the referee. Let's go down to the field.
2 fouls on the play. Holding on the offense, that will be a decline. Then we had a block in the back on the recovering team, active recovery. By rule, that is decline, that is recovery.
That's it.
That is the ball game. It is official.
There
Your
you go.
Wildcats, week 1, come to Corpus Christi Buccaneer Stadium and shock the Manor Mustangs.
Absolutely.
They win this one in overtime by a score of 32-29. We want to thank the entire KWES crew that came out to be with us here today to bring you this one live from Buccaneer Stadium. I want to thank Coach Rock for the great call here at this ball game.
Thank you, Joey. What a tremendous game. Both teams just fight from the start to the finish. Both teams should be proud of their groups. But you know what? I'm especially proud of the Wildcats. What a tremendous game they played today. Way to go, Wildcats!
Once again, the score is final here from Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi. It is your Weslaco East Wildcats 32, the Manor Mustangs 29. For Coach Rock and all of the KWES crew, we want to say thank you. Good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend. Once again, your Wildcats win this one 32-29. So long from Buccaneer Stadium here in Corpus Christi.